from the light. Secrets buried in the coldest ground. We're digging deep where the truth is found. Daphne's case files, we're breaking the chain. Justice rising, no more pain. Evil's end, the final call. Behind the lies, we'll expose it all. Whispers echo in the darkened halls. Faint confessions on the paper walls. Every victim deserves their say. We're here to chase the night away. Daphne's case files, we're breaking the chain. Justice rising, no more pain. Evil's end, the final call. Behind the lies, we'll expose it Unseen crimes, they thought they'd won, but the fight for truth has just begun. Every clue, every trace, bringing evil face to face.
Welcome into Daphne's Case Files. How is everybody doing tonight? Today is November 25th, 2025. It is 4:19 p.m. in New York State. I have a joiner tonight, Shenanigans, and she is on her own channel. So I'm going to put her link down in the chat. So if you guys want to go ahead and subscribe to her, that would be great. She's very informative on everything true crime. She has a lot of knowledge on this, and I'm going to welcome her in and welcome everybody else in. Hello, Miss Shenanigans.
Hello.
Hello. I got my microphone. Finally, look, guys, I got the
Look at it.
microphone.
It's
So
so
happy.
beautiful.
Yes, I could do ASMR now with it, like ASMR true crime. Thank you, guys. Thank you so much. You guys are awesome. Thank you. Welcome, Miss Joyous. Thank you so much for being here. Betty, Carrie, Dawn, Sammy, Tyler, Graham Tam, Christina, Alaska. Hello. Susan, Damien, Sherry Lynn, Blue Jay. Hello. Sammy, Miami. Hello, Tammy. I'm going up. Shenanigans, hello. Sherry, Mildred, Firehorse, Cassandra, Wolfie, I know you're in here because I could see your name. Tyler, everybody else, hello. Thank you so much for joining Daphne's Case Files and Shenanigans today. Hi, Callie. Good to see you. Anastasia, everybody, you are wonderful. Thank you so much. We have so much. I got so much to show you guys. And I got like Summerwell stuff to go over too. It's going to be a long few hours, but very interesting few hours, guys. So do I sound okay? I'm not too loud, or I'm okay?
Sound good to me.
Yeah. All right. Awesome. Yay. I'm so excited. All right. I'm going to show Jack and Lily's face here. Jack and Lilly, if you've never have heard of Jack and Lilly, they are the two missing children from Nova Scotia. Thanks, guys. I appreciate you. Thank you. Jack just turned 5 and Lily is 6. They've been missing since May 2nd, 2025. No trace, nothing, guys. Still have not been found. So we are here to spread awareness. Yes, little angels, absolutely. So, what do you think we should do, Shan? Do you think we should kick off this live with a neighbor that posted a video that lives down the road, or what?
Have you pre-screened it yet?
Not really. So it's going to be new for all of us. Yeah. I'll have to like
Yes.
pre-screen it while I'm watching. Yeah.
Yes, I would just put out some warnings because it hasn't been squashed yet.
Absolutely.
This is just his opinion. We don't know what he's about to say, and
Mhm.
this is just speculation and opinion only.
Absolutely. Exactly what she just said. So maybe some trigger warnings too, because this is the first time that I've listened to this as well. So if there's some strange stuff going on, we'll just stop the video. But first, I want to show you where this neighbor lives in comparison to where Jack and Lilly went missing from. So give me just a second so everybody can kind of get an idea of where this man lives. And he does live on the same road, right? I'm going to blow this up. And I'm trying not to dox anybody, but he's obviously coming out saying he's a neighbor. So he lives
posted online. He posted his address online and said that he wanted RCMP to search his property and the back of his property. So he's already given out his address.
Absolutely. There you go. So he's about 7-minute drive, right? 11 kilometers, right?
Yes.
From Jack and Lily's home. I just want everybody to see this. So now I'm going to kind of zoom in just to give you an idea. So remember, oh, this map's not working correctly. There's Glengarry Station. So this is further away than where Glengarry Station is. So he's not too close, but he's kind of off to me a little bit. I'm sorry, guys. Like, he just sounds off just from listening to his other video that he has on there, but sorry. So I am going to, we're going to go watch this video, guys. This is Vincent. He is in close proximity to Jack and Lilly, right? And it looks like he did like a short, let's see. Okay. But I give him props for coming out, right? Oh, is he, Callie? Is he? He doesn't have any weird, like anything nasty or anything, right? Swearing and threatening is that guy? I don't know, guys. Sammy says, LOL. Oh my God. That guy I emailed you about. Yes. Yes. Absolutely. All right, guys. I'm going to blow
He said he was going to do this live from the hospital bed, so that doesn't look like a hospital bed either.
No, it doesn't. You could see like it looks like an unfinished basement or a roof or something. I don't know. But
garage,
it's really,
maybe?
Yeah, there you go. Garage. Absolutely. That's what could it be. All right, guys. So warning. Yeah, apparently he has a hospital bed in his house. Well, there you go. His name is Vincent. He is 11 kilometers away from where Jack and Lilly went missing. He lives on the 289. So, hey, all right, guys, here we go. Brace yourselves. It's 11 minutes and 20 seconds.
Hello, people. I want to tell you about Jack and Lilly. I never met them. I don't know them. All I know, I was coming back from the graveyard up in Musquodoboit, and I almost ran over a girl. I drove her to my home because she didn't want to go nowhere. She said her boyfriend threw her out of her truck. So I knew that was a lie because she was not marked up. Anyway, I brought her home, and I asked her if she wanted to go and call anybody. No. I put a coffee on. I smoked a couple of joints of weed. She didn't smoke weed. She hauled a needle envelope with a powder and a bottle of Dilatas out of her pocket.
What?
And we were talking, and I told her, I said, you need to find God. You need to get away from this shit. I don't care what your boy.
Okay, like, right, dude, Callie, you weren't wrong. Holy crap! What is going on? What is wrong with him?
Oh,
Halifax
dear.
court dockets. Thank you. Oh, I need that. Tom said the Halifax court dockets. He said that court docket today, a Justin Smith on assault charges and breaches. Wonder if it's the same Smith guy from Gairloch area. I don't know.
Would he be in Halifax though? I feel like he'd be up in Truro, but maybe not.
Definitely
Worth
something
looking into.
Yeah, it's definitely something to look over. I'm not even sure what to say.
I'm touching my necklace.
Yeah, I'm just kind of like, this is sad.
I'm clutching my pearls. Yeah, no freaking.
Yeah, Sammy, it does sound like that. Whoa, I'm about to clutch my seat. Like, seriously. All right, hopefully he's just old and he's probably heavily medicated if he's dying. Oh, is he dying of cancer? Okay. Maybe throat cancer or something. Wow. He would be in PICTOU Provincial Court. All right, guys, let's continue.
If it did to you, you need to get out of it. And she was crying, and I felt so bad for her. All right. So about an hour later, I smoked dope while I was driving. Sure did.
Wow.
Anyway, while I was driving, I took her home up to the reserve. Anyway, you make long story short, I never seen her again. And November the 27th, 2022, we came home.
We came home.
Hold it.
We came home.
No, I got to back up. That's the way ahead story.
What?
I brought her home. Oh yes, I'm ahead. I'm right. All right. She called me about 3 months later on my birthday, November the 27th, 1922, asked me, can she come over and spend the night?
1920.
I said, yes. If you're drunk, you're high, whacked out, no. I'm not into drunken women and whacked out women, okay? If I want a pig, I get my own. But anyway, let's make a long story short.
What?
I said, okay. She goes, well, I'm going to get my friend to drive me over. She lives down the road from you. And I said, don't bring him in my fucking yard. I'll tell you right now, don't bring nobody in my fucking yard. She said, well, can I meet you at Union Center? I said, sure can. So I got in the car. I smoked a couple of joints again. You know that. That's me. That's Vince Mowry.
All right, dude.
And I went down to the Union Hall. There was a black truck. There was a trailer. We got out of I got out of the car. She got out of the truck. He got out of the truck. I passed her stuff because that's what she wanted. And she passed it to the guy. Now it's nighttime. I don't know. In the law, you can't prove that because it's darkness, kind of a little bit of light.
Okay, so back up here. He said 1922, so I'm sure he's talking about 2022, correct? You think? But he's talking about a girl that he almost hit on the road over there by where, the Pioneer Cemetery or St. Andrews?
The cemetery in Muscadobit. He was coming back from there.
Coming back from there. Okay. I'll have to look that up. And then he brought her back to his home. So why is this relevant to Jack and Lilly's case? Like, why would he speak about this? And then, what the hell?
And then he said that she left, and then she called him again on November of 2022.
Okay.
And he went to go pick her up at Union Station or Union Center, which is just up the road from Landsdowne Station. It's where the everyone met for the search.
Yeah.
And she was there in a black truck with a trailer. And something about she wanted stuff and he passed it to her, but you can't prove anything because it was dark.
What? But that's what I was saying. Like, what is this related to? I guess I have to listen more, but
I think this is something we'll have to watch a few times to really get the gist of what he's saying, possibly.
Yeah, it's crazy. Hi, guys. Welcome in. Thank you for being here.
My eyes are saying exactly what I'm thinking.
I might have to drink a couple drinks to understand what he's saying, I think.
It's definitely tea time.
Yeah. Hot toddy. Guys, hit that subscribe button. We are almost we're only a few subs away from 15,000. Isn't that crazy? 15,000.
I think I've got 15.
Huh?
I think I've got 15.
No, you got more than that. Put your link in the chat. But seriously, because I just started this channel with the true crime just 5 months ago, right after Jack and Lilly disappeared, and with 11,000, I think, and we're already up to 15,000. So you guys are great. Thank you so much. Freaking awesome.
Because you're so awesome, Daphne.
Oh, thank you. Me and my dorkiness. No, I don't believe him. I talked to him on the phone for an hour. You did, Callie? You talked to this man on the phone for an hour?
You're a brave woman.
How the hell did you do that? Oh, thanks, guys. You guys are great. Thank you. I couldn't do it without you guys. Seriously. All right, let's probably need to pre-watch his videos. Yeah, Angel Wings. We're only 3 minutes into.
Was it him exactly? I'm not 100% sure.
Yeah.
But he, when I passed the stuff, she passed it to him. I went over and we shook hands. And I said, where are you from up here? He said, I live on the Landsdowne station up the other side of the track. Oh, okay. I never thought nothing of it. And then she come here and she was straight. We both had a shower. She was clean. We made out.
Ew.
I'm a lucky guy.
With Jane?
I'm 49 and she was 25. I was a lucky guy. Anyway, let's make a long story short.
25.
That morning, she was cooking me breakfast. And, me smoking my dope. That's Vince Maury. She was doing my dishes. I got lots of pictures of it. That's not a problem. So I'm not telling her. I am telling a story, a true one. And so I can talking to her because she knows my partner who passed away with cancer home in bed with me. She knew her. All right, because that's how she got my number.
What is this?
There's more to this story than I can say right now. Anyway, I told her about my partner who passed away, why she was leaving him, because he was diddling kids up in Muscatawbit. I have a laptop here that can't get it on, that she hid, and she hid it until she moved out of there. And I got the laptop, all right?
What?
She reported him to the police. She reported him to the school. She reported to a couple of neighbors, and no one did nothing about it. All right? I said, let it go. Nothing you can do. So anyway, he told me a story right after that, because she knew what I was talking about. We're talking about something now up in Muscatawbit, but this ex-husband. She said, oh, I'm going to take these two little kids, she says, from this place, she said, because they're being a physical and mental abuse. And she was straight when she told me. She wasn't high. She had no drugs with her. Because she gave it to him, I guess. I seen it. Well, it doesn't matter. But anyway, I said, you can't do that. That's kidnapping. That's kidnapping. I said, you need to report this and make sure they're doing it at the same time. Just don't report, because they might not be home. You get my drift? You got to think like I do. And that was it. I drove her back up to the reserve and a couple places. And I came home and I have talked to her again. I think I seen her again. Yeah, I did. Yeah, she called me, pick her up, and I went back and picked her up. She was all whacked the fuck out.
All right.
The time I got home, I drove her back, and I wanted to throw her out of the fucking truck because she was a retard. But I did.
All right. I don't know who he's talking about, but I don't really want to play any more of that.
Wow.
Yeah. Callie spoke to him. Callie said she'll call in. Yeah. Yeah, that's weird. Like, why would he post that on the Jack and Lilly Facebook for? What does that have anything to do?
The scary
what-
thing is, I'm not convinced he's doing it for attention, because I don't think he knows. I don't know. This is unnerving, to say the least. Wow. I have no words, actually.
Yeah, I should have listened to that before we went live.
Well, you've already got it now.
Oh my God. Yeah.
How long is this video?
It's another. Callie spoke to him, so we're only halfway through. Oh wait, she can call from Facebook. Oh, just call from here. Just call this way. Callie, if you're listening, just call this way through Facebook. I put the number in the thing, but it's in the
I'm
chat.
not saying I believe him either. What concerns me is that this is the caliber of people that were around Jack and Lilly within a certain radius. That's what alarms me the most, I think.
Absolutely.
My heart's beating quick.
Hi, Callie. Oh, let me put her on speaker. I'm stupid. Sorry, guys. Hi.
Hey y'all, what's up?
Not much. So you spoke to him?
Yes, he first contacted me through the uncensored group. He was commenting on my post, right?
Uh-huh.
And so at first I thought he was just a normal guy, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so I said, well, you want to call me? And I told him to call me on Facebook Messenger. So he called me, and it wasn't a minute into the conversation before I knew, oh my God, this guy is wacko. Okay?
Yeah.
But here's what he told me. He told me that story where he picked up this junkie girl
Mm-hmm.
and took her home and had sex with her.
Oh my God. Yeah.
But he was telling me about himself and his background. And he's been to prison several times. He shot people
Oh my
right
gosh.
there in his front yard. The RCMPs won't even listen to him. They know this story. He's trying to tell them. They know he's wacko. Okay?
Mhm.
They've investigated it. But his story is he claims that this junkie girl is a friend of Cody's and Malaya's, and Belinda knows her. And
Oh.
that they're all involved. Cody, Malaya, and Belinda Gray are all three involved with this girl, and that they gave her, or Malaya gave her Jack and Lilly.
What?
Yes. And that Belinda's aware of it, and so is Cody.
Oh my gosh.
And he said that in 2022, I think, or a couple of years previously to this year, that she had said she was going to take the kids.
Oh, she told him?
Yes.
What? Why would she talk
That's what
to
he-
him?
He is wacko, okay?
Yeah.
He may have medical problems, but the police have come to his house many times and to arrest him and stuff.
Wow.
He's on some heavy stuff.
Yeah.
Now he has a son, he told me, that's living there, and I could hear the man in the background
Mm-hmm.
talking. And he has dogs. And one of his dogs went missing the night that Jack and Lilly went missing. And he believes that whoever took Jack and Lilly, his dog that went missing was following them.
What?
And yes, that's what he was posting in the group. He believes that whoever he thinks they were taken by someone, so if he could find the dog or whatever, then they would know who took Jack and Lilly. But he is so messed up, so out of it. And he's told me all the drugs that he's taken. He said he used to be a meth dealer.
Oh, wow.
And I mean, he's been to prison for all this. You wouldn't believe the stuff that he's told me that he's done.
Wow.
And it's scary, the things that he's done. So
Oh my God.
I really wanted nothing more to do with him at that point. And so I said, look, I don't believe you. I know good and well that Belinda and Cody had nothing to do with whatever.
Mhm.
No prior knowledge. I don't. So I just shut him down cold. He's wacko.
Obviously, yeah.
But I also feel like, because he claimed that he knows Janie and said she's a real nice person, and he knows Daniel and said he's a real nice guy and knows the whole Sullivan Kinsey family, but claims but he's on their side. He's pushing their narrative. He's pushing a narrative like Derwood O'Grady.
Oh, wow.
Okay, he's pushing this narrative that the kids were given to someone.
Wow.
And so I just shut the whole thing down. I said, screw that.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what you have to do. Wow.
Yeah, I wanted you all to know that he's implicating Belinda and Cody in this whole thing.
Wow.
And right there, that tells you right there, cuckoo,
Yeah.
I mean, so.
Cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs, yeah. Definitely.
Exactly.
Jeez, man.
Did he say anything? Because in this video, he's talking about a black truck that came from, and the guy that was in it was on the other side of the track, was from the other side of the tracks down the road. Did he say anything about that to you?
I think he might have said something like that. And, when I hear black truck, immediately I think Darren Geddes.
Mm-hmm.
That's my first thought when I hear that.
Mm-hmm. I agree.
But yet, I also think that he's pushing an agenda, a narrative for Daniel and Darren. So I don't want anything to do with him.
Yeah.
And I wanted you all to hear this video. I wanted you to see what he sounds like. But when I talked to him, he sounded like he was on speed, and he was just speeding off the wall. He was talking so fast, I could hardly understand him.
Holy shit. Like Daniel?
Yeah. Yep.
Wow.
I mean, talking super fast. I've been around speed freaks.
Wow.
He was on something.
Oh my gosh. Yeah.
So I wanted you all to know that before,
Thank you. Thank you so
No
much
problem.
for calling
No
in.
problem. Sure, no problem.
I
All right,
appreciate-
I'll get back to the video. Okay.
All right. Thanks, Cal. Bye-bye.
Mhm, bye.
I think we should play it out, but I just want to say that people were saying that he's got cancer and that, that could be his medication. Not to depress everyone, but I cared for my dad who died of cancer till the moment he died.
Mm-hmm.
And I know what medications are involved. And at no time did he behave in this manner.
I really don't want to play it. Yeah, I really don't want to play it because there's so many swear words and rug words, and then the R word just really pissed me off. I don't know. I know you guys want to hear it.
I think it just gives us an idea of the caliber of neighbors that are there and an idea of how pervasive the rug problem is there. Not that he's believable. It is just.
It's making me wonder if, because what Kelly said makes me wonder if maybe allegedly if Malaya and Daniel were getting stuff from him. They did drive by his home on the way home Thursday.
Boss man did say, or that the car never went out of earshot.
Mm-hmm.
And he went up towards Lairg Road, and he lives past Lairg Road. I mean, I'm not insinuating anything, but I mean, I'm just thinking out loud here.
Mm-hmm. No, my ears have heard those words, guys, but I don't want my channel being shut down for it. Right? Yeah, it's just, I don't know. It's just kind of, I think.
April is asking who the guy is we're talking about. Daphne's had just had a video that was posted by a neighbor that lived down the road from Jack and Lilly that has been vocal on social media recently. And he sort of went on to the uncensored group saying that he wanted to, if he had 50 subscribers on YouTube, that he would go live. So I guess and talk about what he thinks or what he says happened to Jack and Lilly. So
I want to go over this here on Facebook. So his name is Vincent Mallory, right? How do I get rid of that thing over here? Vincent Mallory of Gairloch Road has issued a public plea from his hospital bed, asking the community to watch his upcoming YouTube live stream, which is what we just played half of, right? In this broadcast, he says he intends to share personal experiences and perspectives on issues he believes are connected to the rug trade, human trafficking, and other matters he feels the public should be aware of. Which we heard him picking up a woman. I don't know. Hold on one second. For those who wish to hear a statement directly from him, he has asked that you subscribe to his YouTube channel. That's a picture of him on his YouTube. It's him and a raccoon.
doesn't look like him now.
No, it doesn't. Hold on. Callie sent me what he said on her Facebook. Give me a second, right? I'm going to pull it up. Oh, come on. Unread.
Welcome in, everyone. I know late to the show, but
oh shit, wrong one.
you'll have to go on rewind. Christine, I think he has called the RCMP, and from what we're gathering, he hasn't been given he doesn't have much credibility with them.
Well, you heard what Callie just said, that he's been arrested and
I did Google his name.
All that stuff.
I couldn't find much other than out of New Brunswick. And I'm not sure that he's the same one.
Mm-hmm.
But what I did see wasn't good. Okay. But I don't know if it was the same one.
She sent me what he messaged her on Facebook because she posted something about Thursday morning drive through Getty's. It was like looks like a little map, maybe the way. I'm not real sure what that's like. AB's video, it looks like. Vincent, the guy we just watched, he says, my belief, they are all lying. And some people they wrote same here. And then Callie says, I have some questions for you. Do you have any security footage that you gave the RCMP? Did you see or hear any cars coming and going from Daniel's house late night on May 1st, 2nd, around midnight to early morning? Did you see a lot of vehicles there Wednesday or Thursday night, like they were having a party? He wrote, I have told the detectives everything I know. RCMP, I don't. So he doesn't trust the RCMP. They work. I don't trust them. They work with them, which doesn't make sense. Work with who? And Callie replies, but could you please tell me? I'm not a detective. I just want to know what you may have seen or heard. And if you have any footage. I don't You know what I mean? And he writes back, I told the detectives everything about this case, and it was planned over 2 years now. And everyone who knows are liars, I guess that's what he's trying to say. The kids were talking for their safety. I don't know what that means. And I know everyone don't want to say anything because of their safety. And he says, I don't give a fork about anybody. They know where I live. He goes on to say, I just read on a comment they found a dead dog. They did? Well, a month after the kids went missing, I heard a voice down in the woods, and I said I found it. After that day, my dog went missing. Now I wonder what color was the dog. Because remember, he told Kelly his dog went missing right after Jack and Lilly. I just think he's just trying to get attention. I'm sorry. Who's going to get supper? Joyous? You going to get supper? Who's getting supper? Whoever's getting supper, enjoy your dinner.
So Callie is saying that is him, that he did mention New Brunswick. And we'll talk later about New Brunswick.
Okay. Oh, yeah. Oh, Joy. I thought you went to go eat. I'm sorry. I read something wrong. Yeah, because the bones in the blue blanket. I wonder if that was his dog or something. Hey, Shelby. Good to see you. Thank you so much. Mohawk Mom, him asking for 50 subscribers, then he would show the video. Yeah, he did a video today. It was literally just uploaded, and it's just very weird. I really don't want to even spend any more time on it. I thought maybe he would spread some. I know he's saying that there's, I don't know, it seemed like he was saying what he ran into, like a girl walking down the road, and then he had, I don't know, spent more time with her, and then she went back to the reserve or something like that. It's just really confusing. I can't understand. I don't know. There's always a bit
I
of
think we'll have
truth.
to watch it a few times to get the gist of what he's actually talking about.
Yeah, I don't know. I might lose brain cells. He said he had a gray pit bull. He told Callie he had a gray pit bull. I want a pizza, guys. Will you guys get me a Papa John's pizza? I've been craving Papa John's pizza with the garlic. I don't know. Steven, what res? What? I'm late. You got to pay $50 to see his freaking video? Nancy. Sounds like he's pushing the Durwood narrative. Absolutely. Like I've said before, there is a huge rug ring going on. And I think that's why there's been a lot of, you need to shut your mouth, don't say anything, keep quiet, I won't tell if you keep your mouth shut type stuff going on. And it's bullshit, because there's cowards that are adults that know what happened to the children, and they need to come clean, because that's what matters. Ooh, Thanksgiving pizza. That actually sounds good. The silence code down there. Absolutely, it's bullshit. I watched a video last night of someone talking to the RCMP in that case. I have my own opinions of the video, but it's sad that, yeah, the one responsible, it's very sad. I really don't want to give this guy any more attention than he's already got. I will continue. I'll watch it on my off time, not live. I don't know what more he's going to say in the video. And I really don't want my channel getting struck for that shit. So, and if there's important information in it, I'm sure Shan's going to watch it too. We can maybe clip it out and then re-show that. And then I can bleep out the bad words. Bleep, 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 bleep.
Yeah.
Right?
Won't be much of a video left if you take out all the words that you can't use.
Yeah, I know. There'll only be like one word. Anyone know where the Mackenzie's resting place is? Yes. So there is a Mackenzie cemetery, and it's up there. Isn't it up there by the Pioneer Cemetery close by, right? or
It's on the maps, but it is up near Millbrook Falls. I think it's closer to there. I'll look on my phone so it doesn't interfere with the stream.
Thank you. Now I'm going to bring you guys over to DT's channel because I want to go over some stuff from last night that was said on his channel, because Daniel, my gosh, he makes me so mad. Makes me so mad. Like, it's just crazy. So just give me just a second while we go over to that.
While you're
Where
doing that, can I ask a question of the chat? I know there's quite a few of you here that are in PICTOU County. Do you guys know who this Victor Mallory is? Do you know what his reputation is? Because if he's from New Brunswick, he's not a lifer. He's comes from away. So how long has he been living on that road?
Oh, I wish I could spell. Hold on one second. There we go. There's CMP on the case now. Is going on vacation, apparently. No, Daniel didn't do another video, but he did speak to Daniel. And there's some things I want to go over and within that video he did last night, because one thing is absolutely freaking ridiculous. That Daniel told Daniel talking about his rug use. Oh, it just fires me up, guys. All right, let me switch this page real quick. Could you guys please hit that like and subscribe button, please? You guys are amazing. We are almost at 15,000 subscribers. You guys are awesome. So this is Mr. Drunk Turkey. Hi, Bonnie. Good to see everybody coming in. Thank you so much. I'm going to put his name. Oh, it says trigger warning still on there from the other one. Drunk Turkey, right? Channel. This is his video from last night. I have to take a break from adding to the doc for my own mental health. I hear you, American Justice. It's seriously like, it's crazy how it just really, I know, affects your personal life. Absolutely.
Oh, I know all about it, don't I?
Right.
Okay. Mm-hmm. It does. All right.
And some folks might only see that I talk with one person and think that I automatically align.
I'm just going to skip to.
You know, he had a voice that they would listen to. He was stern, but not abusive, didn't discipline them physically, those type of things. And so he's saying that some of that stuff he wants to come out.
Mama, thank you so much for becoming a new member. I appreciate you so much. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Well, that. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. You're awesome.
And so that way, you know, people can get off of that. Now, I asked him, I was like, what else is there that you don't want coming out? Now, he's been open about this. We've had our interview. And he said, yeah, his prior drug history is drug use.
Dog snoring.
And, you know, some of that might be what's redacted. Now, I've asked him before, and, you know, he's alluded to in the past that it'd been some time that he had taken drugs and things of that nature. And based on my conversation with him, I don't know how accurate that is, how long it had been, you know, since he had taken drugs. And, you know, the drugs that he had told me he had taken were stimulants, and that he's been very open about this. Again, he said this in our interview that we had, that he had done drugs and that was a thing. Now, I asked Malaya's camp inside, like, hey, what's going on? According to the person that I spoke to, Malaya has told them that Daniel was using drugs that night prior or leading up to the disappearance of the kids.
Mm-hmm.
Daniel denies that. He says no, that's not true. Now, I asked him what he was doing that night, because I've asked him before. You know, he's not ever really given me a clear answer. And I go, "What were you doing that night?" And he goes, "I don't remember." He goes, "It was 6 months ago. I don't remember." I don't like that answer.
I don't
And the
either.
reason I don't like that answer is because I'm sure he's been asked that question multiple times by law enforcement. I'm sure
The pendulum
the next
switching
day or
sides.
after.
Absolutely. I don't like that answer either, because if you've been asked multiple times by law enforcement, it should be very easy to slip off your tongue and tell people what you were doing. Because the last thing that we were told that Daniel did on Thursday night was come into the home around between 8 and 8:20 p.m. after fixing the fence with his mom, right? That was the last thing. And then he briefly mentions that he turned the light on 2 sleeping children in their room at midnight. And then he said he went to bed shortly after that. So between, just say 8:30 and midnight, right? What's that, 4 hours, 3.5 hours? What were you doing, Daniel? What were you doing? You were supposed to be cleaning the house. So what were you doing? I'm curious.
Or the day that the kids could get reported missing, those are probably one of the first few and probably the most commonly asked questions. Now, let's just say Malaya's right, and Malaya's side is saying that Daniel was doing drugs at night and things like that. How does that affect, this case? Now, I know a lot of people are going to say, well, maybe perhaps the kids got into some of his stuff and something happened. And I would agree that's a possibility there.
Mm-hmm.
But there are some footprints.
For ADHD.
There's 2 of them, a cluster of them. And from what I understand, it's 2 different sizes of boot prints that are in the mud. And there's the cluster of boot prints out there off the pipeline.
I want to pause it right there. So the pink blanket, we can all pretty much agree that it was planted, right? Even Daniel says it was planted. Everybody says the pink blanket was planted. So if that blanket was planted, then there are obviously someone out there that is up to something sinister, correct? That wants you to look there instead of over here, correct? So the boot print thing. Yes, we seen photos of the boot prints, but it was just like some rando photo with black shoes and tracks and then footprints, which I just disregard because it's not an actual real footprint in the mud, right? Now, yes, it was wet and raining and stuff like that. I don't know how much it was raining on May 1st, but I heard it was drizzling. I know it was raining like crazy that entire week here in upstate New York. And there was like a low pressure sitting on the top of the whole Northeast, basically up in Canada too. But it wasn't heavy rain for Nova Scotia from what I heard. Not yet anyways. So there were other children out there. Brad said his children were out there, I believe. And then you had the bus driver's children, which were out there. Now, I believe there's some other children. Could these children that were out there with their parents, right? Could they had left? They could be the same size shoe. These children could wear the same size shoe as Lilly, because wasn't it Lily's boot size or something on the pipeline, correct? So I know that those other children, I know Brad has a daughter, right? I know that I believe the bus driver has a son and a daughter. I could be wrong, but who's to say they weren't wearing muck boots? Because that's what they are. They're called muck boots because that's what you do. You walk in muck, with them, right? They're easy to clean off. And most children, I mean, you get the boots at Walmart usually. Walmart, Tractor Supply, somewhere like that, right? And a lot of children like the same thing, right? So sometimes different, some kids will get the dinosaurs or whatever. It doesn't matter what the pattern is, but same type of boot. So who's to say it couldn't have been another child's boot out there? Even Daniel said that, he disregards kind of the boot prints from what I could understand from him saying. What do you think, Shan? Do you think those boot prints are any significance? Because these boot prints have been in the driveway, they've been in the backyard. Then we heard there was something of a man's boot print at one point in time. Someone works on the pipeline.
Yeah, I don't actually put a lot of credibility into the blanket or the boot prints. The only thing I think they signify is that somebody is trying to hide something.
Absolutely.
The boot prints, if they're not planted, could very well be someone else's boot prints. Somebody made a good point, Squid. There's only so many stores in New Glasgow and surrounding area. Most children's boot will most likely be bought from the Canadian Tire or the Walmart, but it's been proven they were Walmart style boots. And I'm going to say that, a large portion of children would have their boots bought there. And it wouldn't be uncommon for kids in the same class even to have the same size boots. And not only are Brad's children live there, but there are children that live on the corner of the property at Landsdowne Road and the 289. And Ron McKenzie has children living at his house, and he is less than 500, I want to say less than a kilometer from the pipeline as well. So, and the other thing is there was only a cluster of footprints found, like a couple in that one spot. And there's been multiple searches down that pipeline, including most recently with the Please Bring Me Home. They went from the boot prints and kept going, because that was always one of my concerns, was why did they not seem to go past where the boot prints were when I was looking at the search maps? But Please Bring Me Home definitely did. I'm sure the RCMP did too on their more recent search. But they went further down than where the boot prints were and continued to go. And there was evidence, no pull up, no anything. And I've mentioned before, children are going to take the path of least resistance.
Yeah.
I don't believe that they walked into a heavily wooded area.
Absolutely.
If they wandered off, they went from the road to a trail. And that's if they wandered off.
Horse Gone Wild, no, they never told us if it was a right or left foot. They're called muck boots. They're just rubber boots, guys, right?
Yeah.
They're just rubber boots. Muck boots is what we call them. Yeah. The boots, backpack, and pull up as a decoy. I agree, Haley. Absolutely.
And the other thing that bothers me is that there was only the one print found in front of Janie's trailer, conveniently where she was raking, but we know for sure that there was how many children that came to come and search. And if there was one boot print, where are the other boot prints? They Jack or Lilly just didn't hop on one foot and get beamed up by a freaking UFO. There'd be more than one boot print.
Yep, exactly. Exactly. They're not hopping on one foot. American Justice says Malaya Brooks Murray said that Lilly wore a 12 to 13 boot, but bought her a size 11. Proven from the court documents. Absolutely. The shoe print was a size 11. Why the discrepancy? Exactly. And why would you buy why would you buy your child a size 11? Usually parents buy a size larger for their children, right? Because your
Definitely.
child, they grow so fast.
Yeah. And you want them to be able to wear thick socks with them and for them to last longer than a couple of months, especially at that age. They're growing so quick.
Absolutely. Absolutely. It's crazy. I agree. That really bothered me. Yeah, I think that they were planted too, guys. You could drop
Yes.
it. If
Yeah,
there
you
was-
could. You
Think
could
about
drop a boot, and
Mhm.
it doesn't make it never made any sense to me that there was only just the one boot print that they cast there.
Well, think about it. Now, what's one thing that wouldn't stand out on a pipeline? Like we're in that area. What's one thing that wouldn't stand out on that pipeline? ATV trail.
ATV trails, yeah.
ATV,
And I mean,
yeah,
they would destroy any print as well.
absolutely.
If you were going back and forth on an ATV and we're going over the footprints,
Absolutely.
we all know who was on the trail.
And also, somebody could simply lean over on the ATV, plant just a boot print, just a print there, and then take off on the ATV.
Yeah. What bothers me as well is that everybody says, oh, they're not masterminds. Like I think DT initially stated that, but you don't have to be a mastermind to like think what am I going to do to make it look like they wandered off if something happened, right? You know, Daniel's not a stupid man. He's got street smarts. He's been, hustling probably his whole life. So they're just a different kind of smart than what other people are used to.
Like street smart, yeah. Alani, I'll take a look at it later, honey. Thank you. Anyone notice that both J and L case and Dylan case, a huge red flag is questions all over the boots? Yeah, we were talking about that earlier, Tom. It is freaking weird. The dang boots. It's freaking odd.
Now, Daniel, what he kind of alluded when it came to his drug use in the past was basically self-medication because he is severely ADHD.
This part drives me
And
crazy.
that the drugs that he uses.
Okay, before we get this, this one drives me nuts. This one, not him. Okay, not DT, but Daniel Martel. Let me give you a backstory. So, Dr. Vona, I love her. I think she's amazing. She was on DT. They were doing a live together, and I think maybe Daniel called. Oh no, Daniel was in the chat that day. That's what it was. And they were reviewing the interview that DT did with Daniel, right? And Dr. Vona talks about how she has ADHD and it makes her hyper and stuff like that. And then she goes, oh, Daniel, have you, because certain wording he says, she's like, oh, maybe I think she asked him if he is ADHD or has been diagnosed or whatever, but I don't think he's ever been diagnosed. He's never once said anything about that. But now when you listen to this is what pisses me off, right? Now he's using that to justify his drug use. Excuse my language, to justify the drug use. He says it helps him calm down. Well, you weren't calm. On May 2nd, we were all told that you were chasing helicopters and running around like a math man. That is not making you calm, dude.
I don't believe mathematics is something that makes one calm. If he was referring to like the devil's lettuce, then maybe, but mathematics doesn't appear. I mean, I don't know. I don't have any experience with mathematics myself.
Me either.
Devil's lettuce maybe before, but I can't see, like when you have attention deficit disorder, your mind is already going blah 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 a million miles an hour. Like you can't keep up with your thoughts. So I can't see how like a class a drug would
Mhm.
help that cause.
Exactly. Well, you know how you can take like what is it, Adderall, and there was another one they had too for ADHD, ADD. Ritalin. That was one back in the day, Ritalin, that they give people with ADD to help them focus, right?
Yeah. Usually
And
it's more of a downer drug than a stimulant, I would think, but maybe I'm mistaken.
Ritalin, thanks. Yeah, Ritalin. So how the hell is math making him calm? Guys, this part just drives me. It's like he picked up, yeah, like what Mohawk Mom said, like he's adapting as he's going, allegedly, right? He heard Dr. Bona speak about that, and then now he has this so-called ADHD. Like, what the freaking heck, man?
Just calm him down so he can be functional, because without it, he's running all over the place. And
Yeah, methamphetamine.
which kind of makes sense
Methyl.
as far as that morning goes, because that's kind of what he was described as.
Excuse me.
You know, I think that's what part of the argument was in the driveway, right? The argument in the driveway between the families were that he was using, I think somebody had accused him saying, look at you, you're running around acting crazy, blah, blah, blah.
Mm-hmm.
And you look like you're on something or whatever. I think that was the accusation. Now,
I'm just going to go warm
not
up my
saying that
tea.
that's
quickly.
not
I'll be right
accurate,
back.
but for somebody who is ADHD to
Okay.
the max, that stimulants have that effect. That's why they take certain things that would make other people super hyper and things of that nature, but it calms them down. Now, could the kids have gotten into it? Let's think about that. Possible. If something happened with the kids, how do the boot prints align? They would have to have been planted. Now, who plants boot prints on a pipeline in the middle of nowhere?
Plants a
And
blanket.
how do they plant them without leaving their own or evidence of their own being there?
ATV.
Now, I saw somebody in the comments.
I'm going to tell you right now, who plants blankets out there on a pipeline? The same person that planted the pink blanket, right? And who plants them without being noticed? Somebody on an ATV. Because those pipeline trails, they're grassy, right? Muddy, grassy. There's trails. That's what they do. They ride through with the ATVs, the four-wheelers, or whatever you call them. All you have to do is ride through with the four-wheeler, lean over, plant the boot, go. It's very simple. Very simple. I don't know, Haley. It's just crazy. It's crazy. But that's how you do it.
Section not too long ago say something about the bus driver's wife had mentioned that she was on an ATV with her kid.
There you go.
On the pipeline, and they allowed, they let the kid get off of the ATV so he can go urinate off the pipeline, and he's the one that left the boot prints. Well, there was 2 different sets for one, and 2, that was just somebody lying in the chat. There's absolutely nothing that ever showed that report. Well, anyways, so be careful what you believe and read in the chat. A lot of people will go in there and just put whatever. Well, anyways, now there are cameras that would have captured Daniel leaving the area, right? If, let's just say, an accident occurred and he panics, he takes off. Well, there's not cameras that show his house, but there are cameras that show one way. I think it's like 300-400 yards one way. There's some cameras, and then there's some other cameras the other direction that would have captured him leaving. Just like I say, it would have captured somebody from like Malaya's family, because that's what one of the big theories out there is, that Malaya's family came and picked up the kids. And I'm like, well, if Malaya's family got there, they would have been seen on camera getting there.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I've been saying. That if someone came and picked up the kids, then they would have caught that, right? They just like, now, I don't think that house on the black house, the Getty's house, has working cameras. The other camera's at the Lorda Park, but it's like back in, like it's more, It's further in. Now you have the house up on the top with that was Justin Smith's area or something like that, the top of the A peak where McLeod and the 289 meet, and a property here and the property here, and there's a camera there, but who knows if it's going to film the road? You know what I mean? Who knows if it's going to film the road? We don't, but I don't know.
Now, I know somebody might say, well, Daniel, there's a lot of, he knows the woods, may have ran back there, hit him somewhere like that. The only problem with that is those woods have been searched. Now, I know that I'm saying, that I think they're still out in the woods. I personally think that that's most likely where they're at, is in the woods. I think they wandered off. I still think that based on the footprints and things of that nature. Now, and RCMP. Now, RCMP changed their story tomorrow. They come out and they say, hey, you know what? This isn't the case. Well, the circumstances of it have changed, so the stance probably would at that point too. But, in this scenario here, if he went out there to go and hide the body somewhere in the woods or whatnot, then you have the search, you have the cadaver dogs, you also have the search into him, the search into his the lie detector test, not just his but Malaya's. Now the other thing that we'd also have to factor in is Malaya says she saw and heard Jack and Lilly, or she saw Lilly in the morning.
All right, let's think about that, right? Let's say the same person who planted the blanket planted the boot print. They used the ATV and they planted the boot print, right? That's totally possible. Now, why would they do it in that area? Why would they plant the stuff in that area? Because maybe they want to get eyes away from another area. And it sounds like it was planted between, well, if the searchers were already over there, it had to have been planted probably within like an hour or two, I guess. Or an hour before they found it, in my opinion, to lead you away from where the kids are exactly. So I know around that time that it was found that they were heavily focusing on the Landsdowne Lake and the McLeod Road, I believe is where they were. Correct? That's when, right around the time they found the star. Wasn't the star found right before the blanket, right?
I think the star actually was found late that night.
Oh, that's right. It was. That's right. It was.
But I think they were in certain areas. And the reason why I think they were like behind Lorda Park, possibly in that area where the little like ponds are and stuff. And one of them they couldn't get to. But
oh, yeah.
What really has stuck out to me more recently is when PBMH did their search, how like allegedly how angry Wayne was. And I didn't realize until I re-listened to the Please Bring Me Home video that he actually was driving up and down in his truck.
That was him. Yes, that was him.
Revving his truck and yelling out the window.
Yeah.
And I just thought, I can understand that you get frustrated, but be frustrated in your house. Why are you going to drive up and down the road yelling at searchers looking for children? And it was so much so that the searchers couldn't concentrate on searching.
Yep.
And that
tells you a story.
Yeah. And people are coming to search. Put the rams in the barn. Just
I'm
like
sure they're not going to bother anybody. It's him. He's the freaking ram.
Yeah, and just like Janie, when my dog, and you can't search the trailer because of the dog. And it was like, take the dog for a freaking walk.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, just some of those things. It just seems like putting obstacles up for no reason, no legitimate reason.
Yeah, there's a reason. There's an absolute reason, in my opinion. We should write down all the places where they got upset and where, you know what I mean? Like that's why everybody was like, why? Just get the damn dog out. She should have already had the dog out, right?
Yeah, there should be no question on day 1, day
Right.
2, or day 3 when children are missing. Anybody in their right mind would be like, please search everything. What do you want me to do? What can I help you with? What can I assist you with?
Yep. Why are you gonna make it harder than it is? Think about that. Why do that to the searchers? It just doesn't make sense. Did you listen to the Jordan rant? Oh God, yeah.
Has there been another one, or was it the same one from Mike's? Because everything's gone relatively quiet since that rant. I think everyone started to analyze things, I think.
Obstruction of justice is what gave John and Patsy Ramsey. Yeah, exactly. Ooh, excuse me. All right, let me continue with this.
She heard Jack and Lilly out that morning. Now, if the kids got into something with Daniel, Malaya would have to be covering up for him.
Absolutely. Listen to this.
And then you have Janie. Now, Janie, she heard the kids that morning as well. So I've said it before that if one of them did something, then they all have to be covering up for each other.
They are.
Now, the biggest problem with that is that Daniel and Malaya have separated. And so that's one of the things you want out of it. As an investigator, you want them to separate, right? So they've separated. They've stopped talking to each other.
Absolutely. I agree with that. Absolutely. One of the best things is you want them to separate. Correct. You want them to turn on one another. But the thing is, all of them have something in common, and that's what we're trying to find out. Because I think if you could find out what everything is that they have in common is, there's your answer to what happened to Jack and Lilly. Because number one, that huge fight about Daniel being in the bathroom, I don't believe he was in there smoking rugs. I don't. Why would he do that? Daniel's the type of guy who wants everybody to look at him like a superstar, like someone that is saving the day, right? A guy that could do no wrong. That's the way I see him. And why would he go and smoke rugs in the bathroom, right? Allegedly, that's what we were told. If there's a house full of people, because wasn't Cindy in there? Malaya's in there. Her whole family. Janie said her whole family was in there. They ate all her food. Remember, they ate all her food that Heidi brought over or something like that. Remember that? So why would Daniel risk doing that? In my opinion, this is just my thoughts, not truth. I feel that the answer to what actually happened to the children was made known right then and there, to a certain extent, that they could have either got into something in the bathroom, even if they left residue. Say he was doing rugs that night and he left a shit ton out on the counter and he's so messed up he didn't realize it and went and laid down after it wore off or whatever. Who knows? Kids got up that morning, went to go use the bathroom. They probably woke up at the same time because they're in the same room. Got up, went in the bathroom, putting their hands on the counter and stuff. Got it all over their hands. You know, kids are always wiping and putting their hands in their mouth and everything. And that it could have happened like that, guys. It could have happened. Or they could have been given something. Absolutely. Hey, Salty, good to see you. So I think that something was made known right then and there, and that's why they all got into a huge fight, but they blamed it on Daniel doing the actual rugs. But I think it was something else. And because they all three have some hand in it, right? Like now if it was just Daniel's rugs and Malaya didn't have any hand in doing it, then she would probably tell everything, in my opinion. But and then with Janie,
she would have the reason she would be not maybe willing to talk would be because if something happened to the children with rugs, then she would have been neglectful and she would have been charged with being neglectful, and that would have also affected her being able to have Meadow. But
absolutely.
Daniel would have had more reason, because not only would he have lost Jack and Lilly, Malaya left with Meadow, and he also would know that if that happened, then he probably wouldn't have access to his children either. And there was definitely something going on with Janie and the children. I believe that she had to petition. If you remember when she was talking about Belinda back in the day, trying to criticize Belinda, she was saying how she went to court and fought for her grandkids. So that always kind of made me think who that was for and what that was for.
Yeah, that did stand out to me too. Or think about this. What if they bought rugs off of one of Malaya's friends or family members, and that's how she's involved?
Maybe that's why they went to Truro the night before and they used some of Patty's credit card to take some cash out or something.
Allegedly.
Because that was the other thing. They got Malaya's bank details and they got Daniel's bank details. But did they get Patty Pearson's bank details? Probably not.
That would be good, because then they could see if they pulled out money. I mean, usually when you do a rug deal, you're not giving the rug dealer a credit card, right? Like you're...
No, but if you're desperate, they might take out a cash advance on it.
Yeah.
If they were broke, I don't know.
Because
I don't really know, like, if they were on like what we call welfare here or not. I don't know what people say that comes out on the 1st, or they get that on the 1st. Child benefit, which like everyone here gets, is like the 21st.
What?
So they would have already had that money. And I don't know what their financial situation was really. If Daniel was only working 1 day a week, he would still probably be able to get unemployment insurance, because you're allowed to earn so much money. You're allowed to work, I think, 10 hours.
And he said he was working, 1 day a week to keep his unemployment. But how much really is that, though? I mean, I know they only had to pay the electric bill. They didn't have to pay anything else, probably their cell phone bills and stuff like that. So why would Earl be getting them food and shit? That's just weird to me.
And that's the other thing. Like, I was gonna do a video on, I think I talked to you about it, about Jordan's project, and it's an organization designed for First Nations, but you have to be on the reserve, mind you. So that Malaya would have been approved for that. She would now on that she lives on reserve, but who's talking about the private jet of Stobies?
Daniel hit a rug and used for private. Why was he being so loud in the bathroom at this time? I don't know. Maybe he was high. I don't even think he was being loud in there. I think maybe he was just taking a long time, and maybe Malaya had said something to her family, and that's why they went in there after him. Maybe found him hiding something allegedly, or cleaning something up, the counters or something.
Well,
I honestly
the picture was of, if you remember, the picture that they took was of that smashed up vape, right?
Yes.
So who was, I think it was AB did a segment on how you make mathematics. And part of it was from, don't quote me because I'm not sure, but something to do with like the lithium battery or something. And that you used that and Benadryl or like some sort of cold medicine or something.
Sudafed. Thank you, Joyous, so much for your 10 gifted memberships. Please tell Miss Joyous thank you if you received one of those memberships, guys. Joyous, thank you so much. You rock. Thank you. Thank you.
A plasma lighter. So like apparently there was
Use Sudafed because now you have to sign. Like, it pisses me off. Every time I go in to get Sudafed for my sinuses, they make you sign for it. It's bullshit.
right.
I'm like, why?
Yeah,
And they're like,
I don't know. And if you remember, they also went to the drugstore.
there you go. Do you guys have to sign for Sudafed there?
No. You don't have to sign for any medication unless like any over the counter.
Does your Sudafed have pseudominephrine or something? Because you can get Sudafed, but it doesn't have the active ingredient that helps like clear your sinuses out. That's the one they used. That's the one they used to control. Like, you have to show your driver's license. You can buy it like without a prescription. Oh, so okay, so she's got
Ephedrine. Few people are
ephedrine.
saying
There you go. Ephedrine. There you go. Ephedrine. Thank you guys. I'm such a dork. I don't remember. Like, I haven't taken it. Just ticks me off that we have to go through all that. And if you have a child or something, I remember like I was taking it and my daughter had the whole freaking family had a sinus infection, right? And I had to go get another packet of it. And they told me, like, I mean, you can only get so much. I think I could still get it. But yes, here in upstate New York, you have to sign for it. Well, other states too. Yes. You have to sign for it.
I mean, prescription drugs that you get from the doctor, I know you have to sign for it.
Yeah, we do too.
And like certain things you can only get behind the counter, but I don't know.
Yeah, Florida as well. Yeah, Joyce says she has to sign for it too. Yeah, I think the whole United States has to sign for it if you want the ephedrine in it. Ephedrine. So you can say math lab. Yes, exactly. Advil, colon, sinus works better than Sudafed. Yeah, but does it have the ephedrine in it? Ephedrine. Jesus.
Yeah, when I had COVID, I took the Advil cold and sinus. It was a lifesaver. I literally felt like my teeth were going to fall out of my face.
Because it hurts so bad. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
It does. It makes like a freaking toothache when you have one. Yeah, it's horrible. Ugh, neti pot is the best, actually. Just get a neti pot and some Mafrin. I hate being stuffed up. It's the worst. I think it's under a lock on a shelf. Yeah. Here where I live, we have to ask for gravel and Sudafed. What's gravel? So I wonder if they were making it. But the thing is, they would find so much residue all over that place. Like, if they checked, right, they would find so much residue on the walls, all over. But the thing is, if they were just making it for themselves, That's why I was mentioning, why is that room? Why is the room not used, guys? Oh, gravel is for nausea. Okay, I never even heard of that. Gravel. Cinnamon. Cinnamon is the best, guys, for stomach problems. Cinnamon vitamins. I'm telling you, it's crazy. Because he said, oh, well, we don't have them split up because my kids come over. They come over 2 days, like for 2 days, every 2 weeks, right? I just don't comprehend that. But otherwise, that room is empty. So maybe it wasn't empty. Maybe Justin was staying in there. Maybe they were making something in there. Janie's room, yeah. Or, yeah, Cool J said maybe it was Janie's room. Maybe the RV was actually used to make stuff. Make pottery.
Oh, Tom, I'm sure there's more than one.
Yeah, they're out in the freaking woods. I mean, who would think? Who would think to go check Pokemon room? Yeah, maybe it's a Pokemon shrine room, Susan.
Yeah, that is something.
Oh my God. Pokemon shrine. Actually, I think, look. They're my sons. He left the ones that are not worth anything. But my son's like young though, right? I mean, he's not young. I mean, well, he is young. He's barely an adult. So, yeah. I know. Mom, I remember he played Pokemon Go. Mom, drive across the street so I can get this. I'm like, what? Yeah, it was so cute.
I remember those days too.
Yep. Driving all around, wasting gas, you know. Now, heck no. Be like, go get yourself a bike. Gas is $3.15 a gallon. Screw that. What if they're making it in that old school bus that is boarded up? And the school bus.
No, the schoolhouse, I think she means.
Oh. I don't know too much. I mean, I know who the owners are there, but they live in the United States as well. So they come to they live in the United States and then they come back and stay there.
But the daughter doesn't.
Does the daughter live on the property?
No, but she lives not far. She works at a place not far from there.
Oh, she's a bartender.
Yes.
I forgot about that. And she's the one that witnessed.
Yeah.
She's the one that witnessed Malaya. Right?
I don't know about that part. I don't recall that. You might have to fill me in on that.
So, gosh, I swear that I heard that the bartender was the one that seen Malaya out at the bar or something like that. I don't know too much about it, but I don't know if it was from when she had blonde hair or if it was recent. Yeah, I know it'd be cool to have. He's asked me on his channel, but some of the people in chat make me like. Artie man, thank you so much for becoming a new member of Daphne's Case Files. I love talking like this with a new microphone. I appreciate you. You guys are awesome. Thank you so much. Oh, what happened there? I love those little noises. They're so cute. Thank you so much. Haley, thank you. You are awesome, Miss Haley Wood. Thank you so much. If you received one of those memberships from Miss Haley, please tell her thank you. You guys are so awesome. I'm doing ASMR. Thank you so much, Haley. You were awesome. Thank you. I like that one. It's happy. Thanks, guys. You guys are awesome. Thank you. I'm so excited that I finally get it. Never thought I was going to get one before. The other one got lost in the moon. Thank you. You guys are great. I'm having too much fun with this microphone. You got to get one too, Shan. You got to get a
I
microphone.
do. Callie's got a valid point. She's saying that Janie had a key for the old schoolhouse, and I did hear that it was being broken into several times. So if
Where's
word on the
the-
street had it that there was like mathematics going on in there, that would make sense as to why it was being.
Where's her comment? Hold on.
Scroll up a bit. Remember, she's under star.
Oh, I think you said Kelly, so I'm looking for Kelly.
No,
Not
Callie.
Kelly. What if they were making in that old school? Yeah, is boarded up. Yes, it is. I have a picture of it I can post too. Let's here. I'll continue to play the video. We'll listen while I look for that picture. Okay, guys? Give
And
me
it's
one
got security cameras on it. Apparently, it had like notices on the door, right?
Yes, Belinda said that when she came back, there was a security camera in it and the lock on the door. So I think they actually went in and checked the cabin, excuse me, at one point. Talking about the RCMP, of course, but now it has a lock on it and a camera inside of it. Yeah, thank you guys. You guys are awesome. All right, here I'm going to continue playing that. I'll look for that picture. It's somewhere in here.
What time are you supposed to do your next live at?
I was supposed to go live at 5:45, but I just went ahead and pushed it because we're like,
It's like, are we
Yeah.
taking up your time?
no, it's okay. I kind of want to just, I have a lot to talk about with Summer too, so I'm just gonna make a day for that tomorrow before. So me and my children are celebrating Thanksgiving tomorrow, but not until 6:00 Eastern time. So I'm gonna do a live tomorrow with Summer. So I just pushed it to that because I'm only gonna be able to do one. All my stuff's pre-cooked, so I'm set. Yay.
Organized.
Hi, Pooh. Good to see you, hon. Pooloo. I love that. I love that name.
I do.
All right. It's cute, right?
I love that.
Yeah, it's so cute. Here, let me get rid of some of these windows. Okay, there we go.
Turned on each other. You know,
Oh.
they are no longer, talking to each other to keep an alibi, so to speak. You know, and the reason I know this is because, well, there's Meadow. Meadow is in CPS custody, and from what I understand, because I asked Daniel, I was like, why is Meadow in CPS custody? Because I've heard a bunch of different things as to why Meadow's in CPS custody, and he told me flat out because of the allegations made against him by Malaya of drug abuse and stuff like that. And I'm assuming his allegations on her for the abuse on the kids, because that's what he said. I'm assuming the allegations are from him. I didn't really clear that up. I asked Malaya's side, like, why is it? And I haven't gotten an answer back yet as to why Meadow is in CPS custody, but those are the reasons why. Daniel said that Meadow's in CPS custody right now. And so they've turned on each other, is what it sounds like. They are not speaking for each other. They're not backing each other up for some sort of alibi. That is not what is happening. They literally turned on each other, and yet
Not necessarily.
you have the perfect storm, right? You have Daniel's looked at a suspect. You have him being super cooperative by talking to you and being interrogated multiple times. You have him taking a lie detector test, him giving up his phone, his finance records. You have him and your other suspect separate. You have them turn on each other, and maybe not flip to the sense of, all right, I'm going to take a deal and say that Daniel did this or whatever, which that could have been an avenue to go. But that's not happening. RCMP hasn't come up with anything to prove some sort of criminal offense.
They're all sticking to the script, in my opinion.
I follow the evidence. That's what the evidence is. That's what we're being told here, and like I said, it doesn't look good.
Okay.
It doesn't look good to me. It didn't sound good when I was talking to him. But at the end of the day, it's not like RCMP doesn't know this. Now, how do I know that RCMP knows about all this? Is because Taylor's also told me this. Taylor, who is the crazy girlfriend that went out and started talking all this stuff and sending all these screenshots and everything else. She had actually contacted me and said that RCMP Major Crimes had finally gotten contact back with her. So she had been trying to contact them. And this is according to her. I've not seen anything that says that this is real. Right. So, she also created pictures with fake bruises and stuff. So you got to take the information with a grain of salt to a certain.
Yeah, I'm not that's just freaking weird, right? That whole thing with the girl catfishing him and so, right? So is he taking Daniel's word as truth? I don't know, Mohawk Mom. I feel like he's on the fence, in my opinion, but that's just me.
Yeah, I think he is not on the fence. I think he is playing chess and Daniel's playing checkers.
I could see that, yeah.
He's been in the game a long time too, right? And he
so.
said in this live, which was the first time not the first time, but a more of an emphatic time where he said that he doesn't believe Daniel. And when he said that he was pretty upset with Daniel saying, "Oh, I can't remember what I did. It was 6 months ago." And it's like, when something traumatic and serious happens like that, like, yes, there are elements that people would like push out, or block out, but I don't think that that's the case. Like, I think that he doesn't want to say what he remembers.
No, I agree. I think he's just being, he says he follows the evidence. I mean, but we have it all as well, but we also have, I don't know if he has it or not. I sent him the transcripts and stuff so he can be on the same page with that. I don't think he has all the text and stuff from day one, but he could.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm curious to see if him and deception detective speak to one another, because I know that would be...
Boss Man's in the house. I was going to ask him if he knows Vincent Mallory from down the road.
Where's he at? Hi, Boss Man. Drunken turkey. Do you know? Yeah. Let's see what he says. I gotta go put my chickens up, so I'm gonna let you guys probably talk for a minute to Shan while I do that, because somebody's gonna eat them if not. If you don't mind.
You don't want the fox getting them.
Yeah, it's dark. It's really dark. I didn't realize we've already been on for, hour and 45 minutes. I found the photos, though, of the cabin. I'm going to put up if you guys want to talk about that or whatever. I'm just going to remove DT for a minute. We'll come back to that. And then I will, let me rewind it. Hold on one second. What did I do? Okay. What did he say? Oh, I think DT is 1,000%. You think he is? I mean, if he is, you know what I mean? Like, that's his agenda. It's fine. Everybody's got their own ideas and their own, you know what I mean? Everybody's themselves. That, I guess time will tell. Time will tell, right? This is the cabin. The little place next door to... What happened to the thing? Okay. I think he's being friendly to try to get more information. Could be. Absolutely. Absolutely. So this is the little cabin. next door, the church, the little church cabin thing.
Schoolhouse.
And it is schoolhouse. There you go. Thank you. And it's boarded up. And now Belinda told me that, yes, it does have a camera inside it. And there, yes, absolutely. American justice on Jack and Lily's side. Absolutely. And that's the side that you need to be on. Because I know in these cases, a lot of people flock to one side, right? Like mom or dad or whatever. Yes, I heard Janie has the key. I did. I heard that, Callie. That's crazy to me. Yeah, we just got to remember that the children are the victims, not the parents. Not the parents. Wow, Janie has the key. I forgot about that. Yep, absolutely. She keeps it up while they're gone. Do you want to show your stuff on your end while I go put my chickens up? They're already in their coop. I just got to go close their door up.
The stuff on my end? What do you mean?
That we were talking about, all the similarities within the...
Oh, yeah. I can see if I can share that. Hang on. Do you want...
Okay.
And then you give me a second, though, because you'll have to approve it, won't you?
Absolutely. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
The School of Mathematics or Shake and Bake. Probably not Shake and Bake, probably mathematics. GT said he was injured in line of duty. I think he's got a bad heart, guys. I'm pretty sure he has a bad heart, which is very sad because he's young, right? He's not an older person. I thought there was a spider up there in the corner of the wall. That's why I was looking. Well, the thing is, I guess maybe she takes care. I don't know. I'm still pointing to that empty room. And I know people are going to say, well, that's for the kids, Daniel's other children that come and visit 2 days out of 14 days. 2 days out of the 2 weeks. So every other week, excuse me. And it just doesn't make sense. Why to have Jack and Lily split up in a tiny room with a divider in the middle when you've got another room? Why? It just doesn't make sense to me, guys.
Okay, I think I've figured it out. One sec. And then present.
My freaking
Share
hand
screen.
You got it? Here, I might have to remove this. I don't see it in the thing.
My computer is just parts lost.
Moves being nasty to boss man. What are you guys talking about? North Halifax.
See it?
What does that mean? Oh, yes, I do see it. Are you able to move it around from there? Why go lock them up real quick?
I think so. I'm going to go on big screen, so I won't be able to see the chat here. I'll open it on my phone.
Okay.
There we go.
All right.
Okay.
I'll be back within like 2 seconds, guys. I just got to go close their doors so they don't get eaten. I was going to read what Salty said real quick. I mean, giving 2 kids who live there full time only one room. Yeah, exactly. To share a room. And she says that doesn't make sense unless there was already CPS stuff going on with Daniel's kids, which would require them to have their own room after a certain age. Absolutely. Because she's older. She just turned 9, right? She just turned 9 in June. I think that's what Janie said when she did her voice. My other granddaughter just turned 9 and I couldn't even go to her birthday party. I had to wish her a happy birthday over Facebook Messenger. I remember that. And that tells me they shouldn't have a boy. Usually in the United States, you're not supposed to have a boy and a girl in the same bedroom, like after a certain age. Is it like that in Canada? So that's why I was wondering if there is. I don't get it. Like, you shouldn't have Lily and his other daughter shared a room and then the 2 boys shared a room. It just doesn't make sense.
I know what it made me think of. Do you remember the report that Natasha Hayward made about seeing a boy and a girl being picked up in a vehicle? And how
Yes.
she thought the girl was 9 years old and had darker hair. And
Oh,
it made me think that maybe
Go
she
ahead.
saw his kids before being picked up and missed up the days.
There you go. I bet
Because
you're absolutely correct.
she didn't report that until like May 31st. So I don't know.
Right. I know. Let me go get the chickens. Thanks, Jen. I bet
Okay.
you're correct because think about it. If it was, I bet you are absolutely correct. I wonder what color car his ex. Well, he's not going to say. I wonder if it's a gold car.
Yeah. Or like, would she have picked them up, or would she have sent someone else, like her mom or something like that? Who knows?
I'm not sure. I'm not sure.
But yes, go do your chickens. I'll go over
Okay.
this quickly. And
All right. You're fine. Take your time. I'm going to turn the mic off while I go and do this real quick.
Yep. So this was an idea that Daphne's and I came up with, just based on a lot of the cases that we follow. And Daphne's Case Files has done a lot of videos on some of these other cases as well. Not Dylan Ealer so much because it's a Nova Scotia case, but we tried to pick sort of like the top 10 missing children cases where it was claimed the children have wandered off. And these were sort of a playbook, or so to speak, or things that they have in common. And we were going to go through them and click on the items, like the column that applies to the cases. And they all tend to have a lot of the same things in common. Jack and Lilly, there's very few that are actually like in an urban location, like a city. Like for Orrin and Orson West, for example, when they disappeared, it was in between them moving from an apartment to a more rural location. And we just thought that it'd be good to go over with the chat at some point and sort of select the ones that really applied. And like if we just started with Jack and Lilly, it was like they were in a rural location. There was a step parent in the house. There was known drug use, reported domestic violence, criminality, and inconsistent statements. And you'll find that a lot of these cases have a lot of those things in common. But that's something that we can probably go over when Daphne is here, because she's going to be able to be the one that can actually work on it at the same time. But is there any cases that you guys can think of that should go on this list that we haven't thought of? I was trying to think more like Canadian cases. It's just, it's not such a prominent thing as it is in the United States. So Mohawk says Quentin Soman, Lilani. Yeah. Lilani. Yes, I remember her. That's right. I'm going to write that down. Quentin Simon. The two in Adelaide, Australia are wild famous anomalies. The Beaumont children, yes. Yeah, I remember that case too. That was the 3 children from the same family that disappeared apparently at the beach, right? Zach Lefebvre from Yarmouth. Yes, actually on my video that I posted today on my channel, It's the missing persons one. Sorry, I think I just froze out here. 1 second. Oh, thank you. Sorry, husband's bringing me a fresh cup of tea because it's freaking freezing in here. Yes, so I did a video today with, it's called Missing Persons, and Zach Lefebvre is actually on there, and I will be doing a live or a video on his case, as well as some other Nova Scotian cases. I do have Troy Cook on there. I also have the other Zach Gairloch, and I've got Kevin Martin as well, and some other cases that I followed from Ontario. Emmanuel Harrow, yes, that's a good one to put on the list too. I'm going to put that one on there. Because on that list in particular, we were trying to stick with children that had not been found yet. Emmanuel Harrow. But you can see, again, Darren Diker. I am not familiar with that one. I will look that up. But yes, you can see a lot of the similarities between the missing children cases. You know, when you look at the locations for like Summer Wells and versus Jack and Lilly, and another case that Daphne's had coverage yesterday, Haley Cummings, like these rural areas, trailers, you know, they just wandered out the door, and step-parent involvement, although not so much with Summer Wells, but Sebastian Rogers, yes. There's just, when you look at the list there of patterns that are involved, it becomes pretty uncanny, and that's why we called it like the playbook, basically, because it's something that they all have in common. Welcome back. The chicken's okay?
Yes, I'm so sorry it took longer. It's pouring to rain outside, and I had to run and find my rain jacket and then go, and the one chicken, the main chicken, she was laying on the floor, like right in front, guarding everybody. And then when I closed the door, I watched her like hop up on the perch. It was cute.
Yeah, still in Eeler. You
Thank
know,
you.
there's a lot of controversy around that case. I don't want to touch on it too much because there was me and I were talking about it today, and you know, their social media surrounding that case as well was intense. There were cease and desist orders sent out, but there was a lot of similarities there that can't really be ignored. You know, you have the grandmother there turning their back and to tie up a dog, and you know, and then he just disappeared off the face of the earth with nothing to be found but boots. And then the boots were, you know, there was discrepancy about the boots. Jason Ehlers put up some documents just in this last week that are being reviewed, because there's, I believe he's working with the documentary team that are putting together something. So, and he was pointing out, which is why I feel comfortable talking about this, is that he was pointing out the similarities between the Jack and Lilly case and his own son's case with the time of year. He made points that you know, the transient community starts to come out at that time of the year. Kids are more playing outside more at that time of year because of the warmer weather, and you have more people coming into the area that are seasonal workers, more trucks on the road because the weather is better, and there is there is restrictions on the road in the winter for some places that trucks can't travel on because of their weight and the type of roads. So, yeah, I mean, he has some valid points.
They were saying that Jack and Lilly weren't on the missing children's page or something. I see him on the RCMP website. I don't know if you guys can see that without the.
Yes.
Oh, it just fell. But they were saying
they're on the Nova Scotia rewards website too, and they were on the Missing Kids Canada page. I saw it today. I got a poster from there myself, and to add on to a video I made earlier. So I think that is something that's kind of being pushed by their being hidden narrative.
What do you mean being pushed?
That some people are using that as an excuse to say that children aren't really missing. They know where they are. They're being hidden, and that's why their picture isn't on the missing children's website.
I think if it's not on there, then it means that they obviously believe that they're not alive. And then plus with the cadaver or human remains dogs, that maybe that's why.
But it was AI. I'm just trying to see. Somebody's trying to point out what Blue Jay said, so I'm just scrolling back here.
I looked on the RCMP website and nothing about Darren Getty's arrest of false info. Yeah, there's nothing about. There's no Darren Getty's hasn't been arrested. It's it was so there was something. It's a different Getty's. The replies, are you able to turn closed caption? Carrie, yes. So you are able on the chat, on the replay, live replay, you can absolutely turn on the closed captions. Unfortunately, it doesn't work on the live. I don't know why. I'm trying to look. Yeah, there's not. She's looking it up anyways, but I know for a fact it's not him. Because someone had sent me that information the other day. They thought that it said Darren Getty's, but then it was a PEI website, and it's like behind a paywall, so it just flashes right in front of you, and then it covers it up with an ad or something. You have to pay for it. But if you get back out of it and go back in, you could see what it says for a brief second again. And I kept doing that 100 times, and it's a different Getty's. Unless he was just arrested within the past hour of us being on here, then
the thing is, they wouldn't be able to arrest him, in my opinion, until they find where the children are, because they can't go ahead and say that he's wrong if they can't say where the children are.
Yeah, maybe for obstruction, maybe. I don't know. But I don't. It said last 7 minutes when I seen it. Do you know? Do you have the?
Somebody posted that on Facebook, and I'm pretty sure it's an AI video, but I will open it up right now.
Okay. Mohawk Mom, I didn't know that. When you set up your live, you can have it turned on to closed captions. You can't do it during your live. Oh, thank you. Yeah, it won't work during a live. Thank you, Mohawk Mom. Sorry, I don't have my glasses. Where? Oh, there they are. My glasses help me see, but then they give me a headache too. It's really weird. I'm still craving pizza, guys. How come YouTube on TV, your page is horizontal, and on the phone it's vertical? How come? Tom, I will post. Okay, if you guys, because you probably clicked on the other one. So if you want to go to the horizontal one, give me just a second, okay? Give me just a second. I'll post the link. I know I did when I first got into chat, but now it's probably way up there now. Hey guys, please hit that like and subscribe button. We are almost to 15,000 subscribers, guys. We only need a few more. Only a few more. That is it. Okay, so this is the horizontal one. I'm clipping it right now for you guys. All right, horizontal chat is right here. So just click on that link. Well, and you can come over to the horizontal one. Do you find it, Shan?
I haven't found anything that says that Darren Geddes has been arrested.
Okay.
I mean, it would be everywhere. At this
Yeah.
point.
Yeah, I know. It would be. I've seen an AI. Yeah, I've seen an AI a long time ago saying it. I hate those AI videos like that. It drives me insane.
They always say that.
It's
Yeah,
ridiculous.
it always says like breaking news 7 minutes ago, 9 minutes ago, something like
Yeah.
that. So
Yes. It drives me insane, those videos. You can actually like both streams separately too if you end up on both. Oh, thank you, Esley. Yeah, we're supposed to get a little bit of snow. Hi, Shannon. Good to see you. She's so cute. Yeah, we're supposed to get a little bit of snow, but not much. Well, as of now, sometimes we'll say we're not getting snow, and then we end up getting 5 foot of snow. So I gotta let you guys know tomorrow. What about the skeleton brothers? Shannon said. Oh yeah, so I hope we get rain because my fish, I had one die, one of my bluegill, and then the catfish, they're so cold. There's like 12 of them, then they're huddled together on the bottom of the pond. Like, I've been so worried about them. I know that sounds weird, but I love my fish. Rain all day in PA, yeah. Yeah, same. We're getting rain now, but just not enough.
I agree, Drippy. I think I actually said as much on the last live I did with Daphne's Case Files that Michelle Glasgow could come out and sue Darren for what he's saying because he's saying he thinks Michelle knows all about where the kids are. And I implored her to do so if she
No, I agree. Because it's absolutely
because it's the only way that's going to shut him down, really, because nothing is stopping him from saying what he believes, I guess. But when I'll go back to what happened with Dylan Ehler, and there was a cease and desist sent out to people that were running a Facebook page, and there were a bunch of YouTube accounts as well that were mentioned in that cease and desist. So you have to be very careful about what you're insinuating online. And the laws in Canada are different to the US. And that will bring me back to DT just for a moment. He's used to American policing and American law, and it's different here.
Oh, thank you, Tom. Thank you. The catfish do pretty good. I got not to get off subject, but I got duckweed, I think it's called, and it's like these little tiny baby lily pads. That's what it looks like to me, duckweed, and it helps to kill the algae too. But we just haven't had that much rain. It sucks. The rain, like the pond needs like 4 foot of water. It's I can't believe how low it is, guys. It's just sad. Yeah.
Somebody was asking about the Mackenzie Cemetery earlier on in chat.
Did you pull it up?
I did pull it up. So it's in Lovett, Nova Scotia, or Hungry Hill. It's called Hungry Hill Mackenzie Cemetery.
You want to show it? Or do you want me to? Oh, Shannon, thank you so much for your super sticker, honey. You rock. Thank you. You're so...
Shit. Can you hear me still?
No, I was playing my little... What happened?
I don't know. I might have froze.
Yes. There you are.
Because I'm trying to open up another tab. My internet is terrible.
Thank you, Shannon. You're awesome. I was like, why is it not playing? And I realized that Shenanigans froze, and it was, I had to remove the other one. I removed the other one. Is that what you wanted me to do?
Yeah, I don't know if I can actually open up another tab. It's being ridiculous.
Yeah, I hear it going. Mine does that too. Thank you so much. I'm in New York State, Rachel. It might be. It takes a lot of energy to run the Google Earth. That's probably what it. If you were trying to do that, maybe.
Yes.
Who was
Just trying to
arrested?
open
Also works on bird ponds. Who's arrested for a skeleton? What does that mean? Charging the father for murder, yeah. My little Christmas music, yeah. I'm trying to be festive. No bird pond here. Joyous. Yeah, I like my pond. Yeah, we get a lot of snow, poetic justice. So much snow. It's not as much as Buffalo, thank God. I heard they're about to get pounded with lake effect snow. This time of year, lake effect snow mainly. Close to Ontario, then it's a nice. Yeah, it's not too far from Ontario. I'm like, what, 3 hours, I think? Or from like Niagara. Yeah, Niagara.
Yeah, I'm not going to try to open up another window because I'm already lagging.
Here, I can do it. I might fall off the face of the earth. Hold on one second. I'm on Lake Huron. Yeah, we were waiting for the snow to arrive and the waters. Oh, the waters are so pretty blue. Yeah. Yes, lake effect snow is heavy and wet. Absolutely. Niagara, yes. Niagara is beautiful, isn't it? Especially in the winter when everything's frozen. It's like an ice castle. It's absolutely beautiful. Yes,
I spent some time on Lake Huron once. The snow belt of Ontario. I got stranded.
Yep. I'm in the snow belt.
I'm 21.
Ugh. Never again. Here, I'll pull up Google Maps. If it blows up, then it's not my fault. Hold on. Let me get rid of a couple tabs real quick. I wish I could just use Google Maps instead of Google Earth. I think I just said Google Maps, but because it doesn't run so much. You know what I mean? Let me know if I start going in and out. Daphne, did you get my message to watch Michelle after who? Oh, yeah, thank you. Oh, the email? I think, yeah, I haven't looked into that too much. I think Justin spoke on it yesterday. All right, guys, give me a second. Do you have the exact address, Shan? And I can go ahead and pull that up before I pull it up on stage.
19 Cameron Road, Lovett, Lovat, Nova Scotia.
Cameron Road. Spell the not Cameron Road, but the other part again. Lovett.
Lovett, Lovat.
Okay. Excuse me. Come on, pull it up. It usually pulls it up. 19 Cameron Road. I got Eller's House, Nova Scotia, Charlotte's Cove, Nova Scotia, Dartmouth.
Just type in Hungry Hill.
All right.
Mackenzie Cemetery.
There it is. Yeah, it comes up now. What the heck? All right, guys, let me bring you over to this. Oops. All right, where am I at right now? So this is the Mackenzie Cemetery, guys. I have friends in Springville, New York, just west of Buffalo. They get hammered. Oh, yeah, they do, Kelly. Sure, if my email. Okay, thank you. I'll check. Yes, I can check the email in a little bit when we're done. Thank you so much. Okay, so this here. I'll save that later because
It's creepy.
it'll take 5 years.
It's like
Can
abandoned.
I get down
and-
there? Oh no, it won't let me go down there.
Yeah, the best picture I think is what it shows.
Did it let you go down there? Damn it. There is no highlighted. I'm on Google Map or Earth, yeah.
Yeah, you might have
Hold
to. You might have to watch it, like see the picture on Google, and somebody, I feel, posted it on Google, like reviews, but it's like
Yes,
abandoned
I just
in
had a
woods.
picture. I just had a picture come up. Now I don't know where it went. There,
That's it. Yeah.
guys. So these are the pictures. Wow, that's really old. Can you guys see it on here? Okay. Yeah, they'll say no snow, and then you'll have like 20 feet of snow. My finger is always frozen in this room. I don't know why. Like just my finger. Yeah, wow, look at those. It's just 4 pictures. Here, we'll click on the. So this is the Mackenzie Cemetery. This picture was taken in July of 2008. Can't zoom in.
Imagine how
Let's see.
it is now. Ooh.
I want to look up this guy's name to see if he has any relation to these people, because why look it up, right? Like, why take pictures of these? Unless he's like a grave, what do they call him? Like a, you know what I mean?
Grave robber.
No, some people like to, I used to like doing that, where you go to graves, like sites, and then you can do like grave rub. Well, I didn't do grave rubbings, but people will do like the rubbings, like with that parchment paper or whatever. And then, I don't know, I just used to always like going to cemeteries. I don't know why.
I
don't
always
know
hung
why.
out at the cemetery when I was a kid too. We all hung out there.
Yeah, I don't know why, right? Like,
hide and seek behind the
description.
tombstones.
Yeah. Now you couldn't get me when I'm too scared, especially after dark. I'm scared of everything. Inscriptions. Thank you so much, Joyce. Yeah, that was the word I was looking for. Inscriptions. My mom dragged us to graves to do the rubbings. Yep. My mom used to take me too. I don't know why. Like, I think maybe that's why I like it. Gosh, my Sprite tastes like Coca-Cola because I was drinking Coca-Cola before that. I never drank like regular soda, so now it's like, it's weird. Looked at who they were. Yeah, Carol, same. I think it's interesting to see when people, I know when they've passed away and stuff. Unfortunately, I cannot zoom in. This one is from 1826 to 1903. This is Roderick Mackenzie. This one says, looks like Annabelle. Annabelle Mackenzie. Yeah, I know Annabelle, oh, Janet and Annabelle. Oh my gosh. This says native of Scotland, also 2 daughters, Janet and Annabelle, died December 29, 1861, guys. That's crazy, right? And I can't read the age. Looks like 78, but I can't make it out really well. Wow. I can't really read on the bottom.
Good night, Mary. Thanks for coming in.
Yeah, good night, Mary. Thank you.
Do you
Have a
mind
good
if I
night,
post my link to my site? Because if I could get to 50 subscribers, I would be like ever so pleased.
Yeah, go. No, I told you to. Yeah. No, go ahead. Yeah, you guys go sub
I
up
don't want to
Shanann.
take over your.
I told you to. You're fine. Does it come up as a link though when you do it? Hold on.
I'm not sure. Annabelle Mackenzie sounds like something out of a horror film. Yes, it does.
Absolutely.
I
Here,
am
I'm
so
gonna.
laggy. I don't know what's going on.
You might need
My
to
kids are playing Fortnite. That's probably what it is.
Oh, I bet you. Yeah. My son loves Fortnite. So does my daughter. They still play it. I'm going to play the rest of the video we were just watching because I want to go over that some more as well. Hold on 1 second. Give me just a second. All right, hold on. We're
Thank you.
got so many windows. Thank you, Joyous. Thank you, guys. Some you can't read anymore. Sunk in the ground. Yeah, I noticed that, Carol. There was this graveyard I had went to in Florida, and when I visited family or whatever, there was some that had like sunk into the ground so badly because like sinkholes and stuff, and from the ground being so wet. And I felt so bad for people, guys. When I told my mom, like, if I, you know what I mean, if when I die, I want to be cremated. I do not want to be put in the ground. So I've told over 300 and some people, I want to be cremated, guys, not put in the ground, please. I just don't want to do it. Oh, thank you, American Justice. Daniel Martell, you will not ruin Outlander for me. Yeah, I know, tons of Mackenzies. All right, let's yeah, same with you, Jen. Yeah, I just find it like, I don't know. Did your link post?
I think so.
That would be...
I don't know, like, I posted it, but I don't know if it's like a clickable or you have to like copy and paste it.
It should post links, but I can't. Oh, did you post it in here? Let me see.
I did, but chat's going so quick. Just
hold on. I will look. I don't see it in this one. Why not? Hold on.
I just posted it now.
Okay.
You see it now? But I wonder why it says at shenanigans and not at tea time.
Are you posting it in your phone? I bet you need to post it in the chat on the screen, not the one on your phone.
No, I am actually.
Oh. That's weird. Yeah, I don't see it either, guys. Here, let me just go to her channel real quick.
Thank you. I appreciate you.
Yeah, of course. That's freaking weird. Oh, hold on, guys. That automatically plays on my channel. I don't know why. I can't get it to stop. All right, hold on 1 second. Oh, wait. There she is. She already automatically pops up because it shows you're live. That's awesome. So let me see. How do I do this? Share channel, copy. All right, give me a second. Now it should put it in here. All right, this is Shenanigans channel, guys. Go sub up to her if you can. It should automatically go as a link. Let me see. To like both streams. There we go. Perfect. Whoa, sorry about that.
Thank you.
Of course. There it is. Yay. Yay, guys. Thank you. You guys are awesome. All right, so I'm going to finish this video here that we are watching. Give me just a second.
To an extent, but what she had told me was that the RCMP called and were asking about Daniel and stuff. And, you know, one of the things that she told me at the end was that
she was 50.
You know, she said Daniel was using.
That's awesome.
And that not while they were together, but before, you know, before the kids went missing. And that Daniel apparently was open with law enforcement about his use, drug use, and was open about, you know, everything when it came to it, like super cooperative. And that's basically what she had told me. And you know, when she told me that was like maybe a week ago or so, I was kind of like, all right, you know, I'll take it with a grain of salt, because, you know, there's some stuff that's come out that's from her side of things that haven't been 100% true. You know, she sent me a video of her faking bruises, you know, for whatever reason. You know, her whole reason for a relationship with Daniel, it sounds like, was one that was more about a fishing expedition than anything romantic with him.
Nice.
You know what I'm saying? I think she wanted to find out some information, kind of be like the girlfriend in the Scott Peterson case that got some info, turned it over to law enforcement. And
So he's continuing to talk about Daniel's catfisher, Taylor. I just find her very weird, guys. Like, that's just a weird thing to do to me. And then paint, I don't know. I know she did have bruises on her, but I don't know about the ones on her faces, because she told DT that she actually put makeup on for those. That's sick. I'm sorry, but it's sick. Like, who does that? Guys, thank you so much for subbing up to Shenanigans. I know why your link wasn't working, because you were posting it in your channel, I think.
Oh, that's because I'm still learning.
It's okay. I didn't realize. I just literally like thought of that. Hold on. Somebody asked me a question. I'm in the process of setting up a YouTube channel for miscarriage of justice, so might need to pick your brains, Daphne. Yes, of course, Haley. Of course. That is a good idea. Of course. I hope he just isn't trolling Daniel, but I don't know. Tom said, a little advice for DM and Malaya. If ERT is visiting your friends all the time, then you need to pick better friends, because them ones, absolutely, Tom. Absolutely. Absolutely. Yes, Michelle, he did absolutely threaten her to call CPS or CAS. Salty says, rug users and abusers usually are very agreeable with other people who they cannot victimize. Not surprised he is open. Absolutely, I agree. I absolutely agree. People that they feel are more dominant than they are.
help
Yes.
get Scott convicted. And so, let's see. Now,
Oh my
again,
God,
you
Joyous.
have
Joyous. Oh my God. Thank you so much. She says, thank you both. And thank you, chat. And enjoyed it. Off to make dinner. Joyous, thank you so much. You are so amazing. I appreciate you. And I hope that you enjoy your dinner. I'm thinking of the pizza. I'm still thinking of pizza. I'm so hungry. I appreciate you being here. You have a wonderful evening, Miss Joyous. Thank you so much.
Enjoy your dinner.
Yeah, thank you. Aw. Thank you so much. You're amazing. I like that pretty
She is.
pink color.
She's a legend.
She's awesome. Thank you. Seriously.
CMP sounds like they know about all this stuff, and yet they've not,
Jen better share.
they've not made any arrests, and not done anything. And you also have these folks that have, because like two things can be also right, man. This guy could have been involved in drugs and his kids wandered off, right? That's a possibility. It's a possibility some other stuff happened. I don't know, man. This case has got, like, it took me from being about 75% like, all right, the kids wandered off. But this information kind of makes me drop me down a little bit, I can't help but think or be like, this doesn't sound good. You know what I'm saying? And the only thing, and this is kind of like when I've told folks, because people have come out and said, hey, why do you believe Daniel? And I've said, I don't believe Daniel. It's not Daniel that I believe. It's the RCMP. It's their investigation. It's what they have done and what they have said. And, I still got to stick to that, because at the end of the day, RCMP knows more than I do, obviously. I would assume so. RCMP is aware of all this information and has investigated it. And so, but where I'm going to be at from this point on, in my opinion, well, this is where I've been at, but more so now is just kind of being neutral, right? This is the evidence for, This is the evidence against. And that's kind of how I'm just going to stay on this one until more information comes, because it's a situation where it's, you know.
No, absolutely. And I mean to pause it again. Nancy said RCMP ain't going to tell anybody anything. No one, they've made that clear. Absolutely. And they're only leaking what they want, right? They're only leaking exactly what they want. And I don't know. They could be giving us all BS, right? But just something to keep going on with. They could just, not saying they are, but they can tell us whatever they want, right? So what they want you to know, basically, because it's an ongoing investigation. I still think it's a criminal investigation. Just my opinion, just the way I see it. Because if it was just a missing persons investigation, why so hush hush, right? Just the way I see it. But am I wrong, Shan?
Sorry, I was just reading a big rug bust in PEI. I was like, wow, 700 G's of the Coca-Cola plus a bunch of other stuff.
Oh, wow.
For Summerside is pretty intense.
Oh, wow. Good.
Sorry.
I'm glad that I got it.
I get all the RCMP ding, ding, ding notifications because I want to know if something, you know.
Right now.
Yeah.
No, I hear you. I'm like that too. Like with everything. I want to know.
What did you ask me? Sorry, I feel rude.
Oh, shit. I don't even know. I'm so bad, guys. Like, I've been forgetting so much.
Perimenopause. Welcome to my world.
Horrible. My hip hurts. I forget what I was saying. Like, that's horrible.
It was about DT. You're asking me what do I think about what DT just said. And he was saying about RCMP, I think, about how he was going off of what they were saying. And somebody in chat said the RCMP won't say anything. And they won't.
Yeah, they won't say anything. Yeah, Michelle says, yes, ladies, did you see that RCMP document? Only one person has it. They found redacted says from June 6th that this doesn't look like a wandering writing in cursive in it.
I have not seen that. I have not heard that.
I haven't seen it.
But
where did
why
you
would
see
it
that
be
at?
I do wonder.
In cursive, yeah.
Oh, Drippy.
Oh,
The
yeah,
island-
thank you.
The island has got a rug problem too. And
Sherry Lynn, remember what I said? Thank you.
yeah, I spent a lot of time on the island, and I can tell you they have a rug problem too. It's everywhere, unfortunately.
Everywhere. Horrible. Sherry Lynn said, is this a criminal case? So yeah, thank you, Sherry. God, I can't believe I forget what I was going to say. So I was saying that, in my opinion, just like from looking in on the case, it looks like a criminal case to me, because if it was just a missing persons case, why would they be so hush-hush? Wouldn't they want more information out there if it was just a missing persons case? Because they want people to find the missing persons, right? The children. So why keep everything hush hush? I don't know. That's the way I see it.
The police here are definitely a lot different to the police in the States. They've always been a very hush-hush organization. It'll be quiet, 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 and then bam, all of it comes out at once. And it's just the way they've always been here. And a lot of the times, you know, they'll not necessarily mislead the public, but they'll keep the public from relevant information because they don't want what they know out there, because they use that to be able to get the culprits, right?
Absolutely. Absolutely. Blame the bridge. Yeah. Yeah. I've heard that before with towns that are bad and have a bridge through them.
Well,
That
that's,
it
yes,
over.
the Confederation Bridge, definitely.
Mhm.
Once that went in, that made it a lot easier because you used to only be able to get to the island on the ferry. So
Mhm.
when they put the bridge to join the two, that made it a lot easier. And also, like, it's not a really manned, you know, you just pay a toll and go through.
Yep. Makes it easy now. Yeah, same, Sheila. I agree with you there. I am so sick of these parents getting away with everything. I think a lot of the waiting period is that they want, in my opinion, waiting for a parent to mess up, so, or whomever they're on to, right? So they could find out where the children's bodies are or whomever is missing. If we're talking about a whole, right? It's a very agreeable chat. Yeah, everybody is very nice in chat on the most part. Like, our chat is amazing.
I don't like the fact that
The weather.
it's not about Jack and Lilly anymore either, you know. But take it for what it is. You know, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. Let me know what you guys think about the information. You know, I know a lot of people are going to look at Daniel and say, oh, you know, he was doing drugs, but this isn't something new, right? This is something that he's been open with. He's talked about it. He's talked about his drug use. Now, I think he made a statement once where he said that Malaya said, I think it was in my interview, and I caught on to it too. I just kind of held on to it. But he said, Malaya said that I had stopped using drugs around the time that Meadow was born, right? And I was like, I don't care what Malaya said. I want to know when you said you stopped using drugs. I questioned him a few times. When was the last time? When was the last time? And you know, he wouldn't answer me on the interview. But just because he didn't answer me doesn't mean he didn't answer RCMP, right? I mean, he obviously could have. And it seems like for RCMP to come out and say what they've said, you know, also speaks volumes. Because at the end of the day, you know, let's take out all that and let's look at what RCMP has said. RCMP has put out information that that states that they don't believe there's a criminal offense, that everything that they have done was to eliminate them as a suspect and to determine if a criminal offense has occurred.
That's what they're telling us, though. That's what they're telling the open public. Now, I got a question for you guys. Oh, Jesus, as I drop everything. If I am zooming in on somebody, right? If I am locking in on a suspect or suspects, and I know that the case is high profile, there's a lot of people involved in it, would you just come out and be like, oh, it's a criminal case? Would you just come out and say that to make whomever your suspects are like scurry around? Or would you come out and tell the public, no, it's not a criminal case whatsoever? Because usually in the beginning, when they feel that it's a criminal case, I mean, yeah, they did the polygraphs and stuff to eliminate some of that. But we can only see where it says truthful. We don't know if, you know what I mean? We don't know how many questions. There's obviously more than 4 questions. That could have just been baseline questions or a question that they were truthful on. So I don't know, guys. Like I said, they'll tell you what they want you to hear. Of course not. They will want to build a case, then pounce. Absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah.
And we forget that, like, this isn't a TV show, right? It's not a TV program. Like, these sort of things don't just happen overnight. It takes time. It takes time to get warrants. It takes time to look through information. In the Boudreaux case in Nova Scotia, RCMP said at a press conference they had no reason to suspect the mom. Yes, and she was their number one suspect and they were working on something in the background all at the
Mhm.
same time. So yes, 100% on that.
Mhm.
That's what I was saying about like misleading. It's not that they're directly misleading. They're just not showing all their cards.
Not showing all their cards. Exactly. They're playing chess while the suspects are playing checkers, basically.
That's right. Yeah.
Yeah. And
yeah, Daniel has gone rather quiet. The only people I see talking out there are spoof accounts and Kent and Durwood. I haven't seen anyone else talking out there.
For them, yeah.
Since Please Bring Me Home, really. Daniel was out trying to spin that there was an undercover cop with Wayne, and that was proven to not be true.
Yeah, Mohawk. I agree on that. I've seen it. The Judy McKenzie one. Yeah.
Oh, there's a few of them out there, Mohawk moms, that are using. I've got a hit list, don't I, Daphne?
Oh yeah, absolutely. You sure do. We all, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't realize she messaged me out of some of those pictures. Yeah, we have.
This is in the RCMP documents.
And they
that
don't
we
like
read
being
and went over.
I don't
And
know either.
Nope.
And so, to me, if they truly suspected, like for instance, Daniel or Malaya, I doubt they're releasing that information. I don't care what the media is saying.
There you go. You
I just
said
don't
it.
think that they're going to release that information. So I've never seen that much information be released about somebody that law enforcement was anticipating on arresting. You know what I mean? You know, it doesn't happen that way. Maybe after the arrest, but before. And to be in his favor, right? You know, I know some people say, "Oh, he took a lie detector test. He could have passed it." Yeah, but he's not the only one that did. Malaya did too. Now, when it comes to Janie, I think Janie's 100% innocent in this. 100%. Even if, like, for instance, let's just say that there was something that happened, and you know, everybody's gonna look at her and say, "Oh, well, she said she heard the kids. She's covering up for her son." She was asleep. You know, what she could have heard or what she may have heard, I don't know. You know what I mean?
Let me ask you this question. Why all three have the same weird story? They're all dozing, which is just weird in itself. Janie wasn't asleep. She actually was up since 6 o'clock that morning. Right? Then she was outside smoking and drinking her tea. And I'm sorry, but Janie seems like the type of person that probably smokes every like 5-10 minutes, guys. I'm not kidding. Right? Yes. And in my opinion, the way she corrected Allie from the Globe and Mail with that interview and the sliding door, she says they went out that door. Because Allie says this is the door they would have went out of. Janie says this is the door the children went out of, or kids went out of. So right there tells me that, in my opinion, she did see them. And she does hear everything. And how would, if the kids are out there playing, how are you going to go back to bed with them out there screaming and hollering, as what she says? She says, I hear everything. She said she heard them in the yard. So how would she be able to go back to sleep? Right?
And she also said, I would have heard them if they came through and went to the road. I would have heard them go, "Come on, Jackie, let's go, Jackie."
Yep.
So how did they get to the road then and picked up?
Exactly.
She didn't hear them.
Yeah, exactly. You would have heard them if they would have came out the non-existent gate, and you would have heard a vehicle. Your dog would have heard the vehicle if it pulled in.
And then Derwin said she heard Malaya shush the kids, And then she said, no, I didn't hear her shush the kids. Like there was, and she didn't come out and do those audio things in the chat until after she, had heard from Durwood, and Durwood,
Mhm.
when she spoke to Durwood, it all made sense.
Exactly.
That's-
Exactly.
That really
And-
stuck with me a lot.
The shushing, yes. And also because Daniel comes out 2 months later and says that he shushed Lilly. It's like they're
A
all
lot of
playing each
shushing
other's
going
roles.
on.
Yeah, and dozing, shushing and dozing. It's like they're all playing each other's roles or something, like they're flipping roles. It's so weird. That's what I said in the beginning when they both, like Malaya came out and says, what happened was we were sleeping and I woke up and I said, did you hear the kids? Something weird like that, right? And then it went to Daniel waking up and telling her. And I'm thinking, I did a video on it. I said, how can she hear the kids? But he said he heard the kids. So it's like they were flipping roles. And then here comes Janie with pretty much the same exact statements, just weird stuff. And then Daniel comes, mom says that she heard the kids that morning. And then it's just the same statements, the bug thing, I can't believe they didn't find anything. Then the clothing references are freaking
The backpack
weird.
would have been brown by now.
Yeah, brown cow, brown shoe. Yeah. It's so weird. Absolutely so strange, guys.
And the
could have
kids
been a
were last
number of
heard
things.
between 8 and 8:30.
And it may not have been anything. I mean, if we go back into the Brian Koberger
Mhm.
case, Bethany thought she heard fireworks.
Heard fireworks. What'd you say?
I was just saying, it's not really that relevant, but I was
What'd you
just
say?
saying, and she said that the kids were last heard between 8 and 8:30, right? She told the
Mhm.
dispatcher that the kids were last seen at 8, apparently. But Janie heard them at after her brother called, she said, which was at 8:48. Malaya was on her phone at 8:30 to her mom trying to call. So
Mhm.
the kids would have left after 8:48. Justin Smith was outside the Lorda Park waiting for a ride.
For work.
Cars would have been going to and from the 289, up and down that road to New Glasgow for work.
Yep.
It was prime time.
Prime time. Yep.
Nobody saw the kids.
Why was he waiting for a
And-
ride to work, though? That's weird. Doesn't he have his own vehicle? I saw him in a picture with him. I don't know. Maybe it was.
Certainly you
Right.
would have thought so. And where he worked was north of Lorda Park. So the car would have been, you would assume, would be coming from south going north to pick him up, because people are going to pick someone up on the way to work. I doubt they would go back on themselves to go pick someone up. I mean,
Right.
I'm just speculating, but so there's all these people coming and going. You've got,
Mhm.
but it's presumed by the planting of the blanket and the boot prints that they would have gone south on Landsdowne over down to the pipeline, down the 289, and then turned right onto Landsdowne Road and gone up towards the pipeline, because the blanket was found on the right. So
What?
it just, none of it makes any sense for them not to have been seen by all those houses and people. Although it's rural, there are people around, and it's surrounded by the Mackenzie and Martell family, as well as you've got Boss Man, you've got Justin, you've got friggin' weirdo Vincent up the road there.
There's always somebody watching. Yeah. There's always somebody watching.
I mean, it wasn't, and at the time, it just, none of it seems to make any sense. We've been discussing this timeline forever, and to me, the only thing that makes sense is that something happened Thursday night.
I was reading B's comment. Is this DT's where DT says both cameras on both sides of the property? This is the. Oh, I'm so sorry. I need to back up. I'm hitting the microphone. I'm not used to it being there.
American buses, yeah.
I'm not sure if he says it in this one. I know he spoke about it briefly, but I think that was maybe the one before that.
I'm on a 5-minute countdown.
What do you mean?
I've got to go in like 5 minutes.
Oh, I thought it was about to kick you off or something. Oh my God, we've been on here for 3 hours. Okay, no, that's fine. All right, let's finish this video and then, okay. I'm sorry.
She saw fireworks.
I'm freezing anyways.
You know what I'm saying? And so it's not like
He's talking about Brian
those type of
Koberger.
things can't be wrong. She was asleep, and you know, I just I don't know. And then you have something like this happens. Let me pull this up.
Her dirt was staying with Daniel.
RCMP charges a man with sexual offenses against a child. And this says here, yesterday at approximately 3:20, RCMP officers responded to a report of an abduction on Mercer Road. Officers learning that 2 children were riding their bicycles when a man standing at the end of the driveway flagged them down. The man, whom the children did not know, grabbed them by the arm, entered the nearby residence with the children, exposed himself, and uttered threats. Children ran from the home to get help. Children were not physically harmed. And they arrested a 34-year-old man from Emerald Rock. Now, this was apparently not very far from where, you know, Jack and Lilly went missing from. Now, does this mean anything? No. But, you know, you just got to keep your mind open to the other possibilities of what's going on, right? Could something like this have happened? Maybe. But, yeah.
Yeah, but the
Food for thought, right?
So RCMP said there is no evidence of an abduction or that. They've also said no evidence of any surveillance catching anything. But he always goes with that the RCMP said there nothing, that they didn't see a vehicle at all. So
Yes.
but
Annette.
so it's kind of like a double-edged sword right there. I'm looking up that Admiral thing that he was talking about.
I'm going to take some of your questions before we move on to our second part of the show. Let's see. If you got any questions for me, put a couple, and that way we can go from we'll talk about what you guys think.
Yes, guys, hit the like and subscribe, please.
The RCMP never find missing kids. They have a long list.
No, Brooke.
Didn't remember because I don't think it's actual lying.
Yeah.
It's just adding to stuff that he has said. Yeah, I don't think he's lying in the past. I think he's been very open about his drug use. He said it I asked him about the drugs. He's like, I'm open about it. I've talked about it. He's talked to RCMP about it. At the end of the day,
Brian.
you know,
Night.
also I did ask about the whole abusive stuff.
I want to read this. Good night, Brian. Thank you. People say he's lying, but it's adding to it that he didn't remember, because I don't think it's actual lying. It's just adding stuff that he has said. Who adds stuff to it? It either is or it isn't. You know what I mean? Like your memory, you're thinking, okay, God, like I can't even remember what the hell I did yesterday, right? And as time goes by, I'm not really going to remember. I mean, maybe important things might pop up, but that's just, I don't understand, guys. Like the rug thing, the ADD, using rugs for his ADD is absolutely ridiculous. It's ridiculous. It drives me insane because I know that Dr. Vona and DT did a video about 2 weeks, maybe a month ago, somewhere around there. And she specifically had said, does he have, talking about Daniel Martell, ADD or ADHD? We've never heard anything about it. And because, in my opinion, that she said that, he latched onto it and created, like, to justify his rug use. Just my thoughts, just my opinion. Yes, I'd remember if I raked the driveway. Exactly. I would never rake the driveway. I'd use a snow shovel to get the snow off of it, but if I'm raking the driveway, you guys better put me in a padded room. Just saying. Yeah, when your kids go missing, it sharpens your focus. You remember everything. Yeah, I guess because you would sit down and rack your thoughts, right? I would be hypnotized, so I could remember everything. I heard that helps. But the thing is, though, the thing with the rug thing, I just think that's ridiculous. I honestly think that's ridiculous. I could see what happened there.
Alliance camp, they said that's not true. That's not true. Nobody's ever that Daniel's just, he's exaggerating that. Which,
yeah, they should get a psychic.
Don't know. I wasn't there, but that's just kind of what both sides are. And again, they're not on the same page. These aren't people who are sticking up for each other, saying, "Oh yeah, I'm going to be your alibi" or anything like that.
Yeah, but they're not telling on each other either. They're threatening each other to be quiet. They are absolutely.
I know when the redacted docs are due to be released.
I have all these messages where they're threatening each other to be quiet, not to say anything. Daniel telling Haley to be, or Cheryl, one of them, maybe both of them, to be quiet. Don't say anything. And then Durwood, he absolutely threatened, I dare you, Haley, to talk. And the next day, she came out and retracted her statement. Hi, Golden. Good to see you. Right? Remember that? Daphne, I can answer that. The behavioral panel said they thought Daniel is neurodivergent, aka autistic. Yeah, I've heard that too. Somebody thinking he's autistic. I don't think he's autistic. I think that, I don't know. I'm not a doctor. I can't say what he is. But I think him and Malaya have got a problem with not telling the truth. I'll tell you that, in my opinion. Both of them.
I don't know.
Yes. I'm going to head out though.
Daniel says that he's okay with
Okay. Thank you so much, Shan, for joining. You're awesome.
No problem. Same time Friday night. I'm busy the next couple of nights with the kids after school activities, but let's make a plan for Friday night.
Okay, that sounds good. I don't think I'm doing anything Friday. I don't think so. Definitely don't have a hot date. Definitely don't have a hot date, guys.
All right. Well, good night, everyone. And thanks for everyone that's subbed up to my new channel. And
yeah,
I appreciate you too, Daphne's. And have a good night, everybody.
Thank you. You too, Shan. Talk to you soon. She's so freaking awesome, right? You guys are awesome. Thank you. Yeah, in my opinion, he's not autistic. He's a narcissist. Absolutely. A chameleon, right? That's the way I see Daniel, as like a chameleon. And like how he adapts to his surroundings. Like he latches on to something, in my opinion, and adapts to it. That's what it seems like to me. And all three of them, I'm sorry, but all three of them have something in common to where they're all sticking to the same story. And people are like, oh, because the kids went missing. No, there's something more. When there is Casey Anthony, absolutely. She's another chameleon. Her thing, oh my gosh. Yeah, it's just crazy. Actually, even over-medicated, I can see it. He has weird effects on people with ADHD. On too high of dose, I get spacey, foggy, and sometimes tired. Yeah, over medicated. Oh my gosh. Is he possibly a psychopath? Yeah, or sociopath? Mm-hmm. He's a product of his environment, sadly. Absolutely. In my opinion, all guilty. That's how, yep. I wasn't saying he's autistic. I was saying I think that's where the ADD. No, I got what you understand. I got you, B. Yeah, he picked up on it. Yeah. Because I never heard, I'm not going to say really, I never heard anything about it, right? Until after that stuff was mentioned. And I'm like, what the heck, man? Like, who's justifying their rug use? That just gets on my nerves.
He's already gone through it and said that the only thing he didn't want redacted or stayed redacted was like about that and stuff. And you know, he's already mentioned it. He says that with Malaya, she doesn't want things out there. I asked Malaya's camp. They said that they don't want things out there that has to do with her relationship and Daniel's relationship. That those two, what business is it of anybody's about their relationship, and how does it help find Jack and Lilly? To a certain extent, I understand 100%. You know, if the kids wandered off and you know, them two broke up, yeah, you know, I don't know what's in there that she doesn't want out, but you know, she doesn't want that relationship stuff.
Yeah, so I heard the docs, yeah, sociopath, yeah. I heard that the docs are out, but they're not being released because they were supposedly supposed to be released, like, gosh, it should have been like a month ago, right? And I guess, yeah, Malaya doesn't want something released out of there. And then we heard that Malaya was like being abusive. Now, I got that message. I don't know if she wants me to say who, I don't know if she wants me to say her name, but I have a message from Daniel like a month or so ago saying that Malaya was being abusive towards the end. And I can pull that up. I think I posted it in our Facebook group, excuse me, last night. But the thing is, I think DT's going to say that here in a minute too. Like, what's the point of bringing that up? Like, do you think honestly that Malaya was getting like angry, like violent? I don't know her. She doesn't look like a violent person, but maybe because she started fighting back, maybe because I'm not saying this happened, but a lot of people in domestic violence, they start fighting back towards the end because they're over it, right? Sometimes like they just like over it, especially maybe if she knew like help was coming and she was going to leave. I don't know. Why bother? Justin being focused on, there's visibility upset. Now he's disappeared and everybody is just accepting it. Isn't brother Justin being, yeah, not anything about Justin. I think that is so friggin' weird. They all should be charged with neglect. Exactly. If anything at all. Absolutely. And doesn't it make you wonder why they're not? There has to be something that the RCMP needs from them to, like, because otherwise they should be charged with neglect. Remember Claire Bell's mom? They charged her so freaking fast with abandonment of her daughter. This is abandonment, neglect of 2 children, not just 1, 2. It's just nuts. Yeah, it makes her look like she's the abusive one instead of him. Nothing about Justin or why these earlier contacts with Ron. Is Justin a Mackenzie or a Martell? He's a Martell. Salty. He's a Martell.
And
half Martell, half Mackenzie. There you go. Half.
From what I understand, is that the RCMP themselves don't really want it out. Now, why is it that the RCMP wouldn't want it out? Now, is it because putting things out there that they've already
Thank you,
invested
Shannon.
in, although look suspicious, they have deemed
Mm.
irrelevant,
Matt.
such as Mr. Wong and his, story about a car driving around late at night.
Oh my
You know,
gosh.
is that only going to add fuel to the speculation and fuel to the conspiracy theories? Are these the reasons why they don't want it? Probably. If I had to take a guess, I would say that's more than likely what it is. Or it could be because, which I doubt, because they wouldn't have said the things. Now, I get putting out the information, right? Like, oh, this is what we've done. We've taken all this stuff, but to also go to the extent of saying that they've, don't believe a criminal offense has occurred. They've done this with the mindset of eliminating him as a suspect. All these things, right? They're going into it through that lens. It's one thing to say what they've done, and another thing to add that on there, right? Another thing, and news comes out about the neighbor, and RCMP is quick to come out to say that and to dispute it and say it's not true. The neighbor says, "Hey, there's a car driving around, whatnot." Now,
Came out with the docs.
it seems like the possibility of or the plausibility here that RCMP doesn't want to release things is because of that. There's a lot of probably tips and things that aren't worth anything.
Think about it. If what the neighbors had said was irrelevant, why would they redact it in the first place? Why would they cover that up in the first place if it was irrelevant? It just doesn't make sense, right? That's the way I look at it. I mean, there's always a reason for it. If what the neighbors said was irrelevant, it didn't matter, nothing, then why wasn't it just like unredacted? Like, you know what I mean? Like, why was it redacted in the first place? Thank you, Bossman. Yeah, just think about it, though. That's the way I see it. It would have been uncovered in the first set of docs. So, I don't know. I know now, like, they don't want to uncover Malaya stuff because she doesn't want it uncovered. Maybe because there's some really embarrassing stuff in there, right? I don't know. Maybe embarrassing stuff in there. I heard them say we are not ruling out foul play. Yeah, I heard them say that too. The documents never said they were eliminated as suspects, though. And if Daniel is sleeping, how does he know a car wasn't around? He couldn't hear the kids run out. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, you just kind of have to think a little bit differently. Like, why would they do this, right? Like, why are they doing this because of this? And hi, guys. Welcome in. I keep talking and interrupting the video.
Anything that are going to come through and stuff. People's ideas. Somebody had a dream about something happening and they put that in a tip. It's crazy stuff. But when are they supposed to come out? I don't know. They're still kind of going, they're still going through back and forth with the RCMP and the media. The media apparently is making the biggest push about this. They want more information. They're the ones, mainstream media, I guess, out there in Canada, the ones that are really pushing for all this disclosure and getting it. So that's from what I understand. Let's see. Not true. RCMP are great. They could be. I'm not saying they're not. Let's see.
Yeah.
Put a couple of stars so I know you guys are putting them out there. RCMP never told her story. Stay quiet. RCMP said, if you talk to the media, be careful what you say.
Mm-hmm.
The RCMP don't like Daniel talking to the media, or they didn't.
And there you go. Yeah, they didn't want Daniel talking to the media either. Yeah, I think if Malaya is ADHD or anxiety, I know she has anxiety problems because it's said that she had an anxiety. Janie said she had an anxiety attack that needed meds. Pretty much has to be redacted. Yeah, I think. What if? No, I'm not saying this. Oops, I'm not saying this is true, but what if there's something in the docs like there was with Taylor and Daniel with like the weird like sex abuse thing? You know what I'm talking about? What if it's something like that and that's why she doesn't want it? I don't know. That's what I keep thinking. Like there's some kind of abuse like that in there. But I could be wrong. I mean, you're not going to get her psych and Infinity and sort of, yeah, complicit to what went down. Doesn't mean she agreed with it, but didn't. Yeah. Yeah. Well, I know she's got a family lawyer too. He's got to put everything together. Like, why is RCMP unredacting certain things? And when they did it, like, why didn't they just unredact it on the first docs, but waited to the second part? And then also, why doesn't Malaya want her relationship with Daniel known? Because there's probably embarrassing stuff in there, like the shit he did, like said to Taylor. I don't know. Like that's embarrassing, right? Because I hate to even say this, but allegedly I heard that the reason why Malaya was getting a blood test done that day on Thursday was because she got something from Daniel, if you get my gist. Yes, they do. The Tony Walsh case is a good example. They kept their mouth shut and planned an undercover op to catch the murderer. There you go. Right, they put out the right away about the lady seeing the kids in the shorts in the road. Yeah. I think that was Daniel. I think that was the week prior, if we're being told the truth about Daniel's kids being there. And that's who the one lady saw getting in the car was Daniel's because his other daughter's 9. So it would make sense, right? And I guarantee one thing, they are doing everything in their power. Oh, I bet absolutely they are. I absolutely believe that. It might be about both fighting CPS. Well, I think CPS would act. I'm pretty sure CAS has the documents already, right? Because they both talk to each other. Is it cold there, Pooh? It's cold here too. Just be nice, guys, to other creators, please. Like you know what I mean? We don't know what he's really doing, and that's his agenda, and you know. All right, I'm want to play the rest of this part out, and then tomorrow I'm gonna do a Summer Wells video. I was gonna do it tonight, but we stayed on a really long time.
I don't know if they still do or not, but from what I've heard from Daniel, they don't. And it sounds like when I was talking with Ryan Fang's Truth, Ryan, that something similar was said to like Don, and the reason why was because it makes things, it muddies the water, gets a lot of tips coming in and people saying this or that and all these theories that they have to investigate and put resources to, and it ends up, being something that they know is nothing. And so there's that too. I believe you can't. What's Kent saying? Kent. What's going on, Kent? What do you got going?
Yeah, nobody.
I think a lot of people
that.
may be shocked when and if the truth comes out. I mean, I think that I personally think the kids wandered off and got further than the perimeter. I think.
What did Kent say? I think you'll be shocked when the truth comes out. How does Kent know the truth? How does he know the truth? I'm not sure, Salty. I think it's just Janie. But how does Kent know the truth of what happened? I don't know. Like, the kids could have definitely walked off, but I'm pretty sure I can debunk that. I just did tonight earlier. I don't feel like they walked off. Number one, the RCMP already stated that there's no evidence. They also said there's no evidence of a vehicle that night because there's no cameras. There's no cameras that record the roads. there's no cameras that record the traffic going down the roads, right? From my knowledge of checking out the cameras. So, what happened? Oh, do you know the neighbor? God, stay away from that guy. Jeez, boss. That guy's nut. But, God, I totally forgot what I was going to say now because I'm short brain. Like, seriously, I don't know. Like, I just feel like this.
I think that those footprints, you know,
the footprints, yeah.
how do they fit into the case? That's my
I think they're
one undeniable fact that I'm like, all right, well, you know, you have RCMP and you have the footprints. If RCMP didn't come out and the footprints didn't belong or wasn't a thing, if like that was kept secret and we didn't know about it, I'd probably be on the other side of this fence and saying, oh man, Daniel and Malaya did something. You know, those are the two things that really keep me pulled back, so to speak. You know what I'm saying?
Blueprints? Did he say the blueprints and the what?
They don't. And it sounds like when I was talking with Ryan Fang's Truth, Ryan, that something similar was said to like Don. And the reason why was because it makes things, it muddies the water, gets a lot of tips coming in and people saying this or that and all these theories that they have to investigate and put resources to, and it ends up, you know, being something that they know is nothing. And so there's that too. I believe you can't. What's Kent saying? Kent. What's going on, Kent? What do you got going?
I rewinded it too much.
I think a lot of people may be shocked when and if the truth comes out.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I personally think the kids wandered off and got further than the perimeter. You know, I think that those footprints, you know, how do they fit into the case? That's my one undeniable fact that I'm like, all right, well, you know, you have RCMP and you have the footprints. If RCMP didn't come out and the footprints didn't belong or wasn't a thing, if like that was kept secret and we didn't know about it, I'd probably be on the other side of this fence and saying, oh man, Daniel and Malaya.
So he's just saying the boot prints, because of the boot prints, he thinks that makes no sense. Because of just the boot prints, scent ends at the driveway. There, DT, you must have been. So just the boot prints, that's why he thinks that the kids ran off. I think honestly that the damn blanket and the boot prints were planted. And like I said earlier, there's a million people riding on ATVs. They can easily take an ATV and take the boot and just push it into the ground and take off. That's one thing that can't be on those pipelines and stuff like that around in that area. It's a bunch of ATV tracks, right? Thank you, boss man. It makes sense, right? So that's why there's only one freaking boot, because someone leaned over, probably punched a boot in the ground. I don't know. Planted that shit, and I don't know. It's just crazy. I don't understand. That's very easily debunked, in my opinion. Especially with no picture. That's weird. But I mean, that's just my opinion, though, on it.
And did something. You know, those are the two things that really keep me pulled back, so to speak. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Miss says, I believe you. It's political. Sadly, we may not find out. I don't know.
All right. I want to say that's the end of it, but let me.
There's one, but there was like a lot of rain or something between then. But yeah.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, he just goes on about the boot prints. I honestly feel that it can be debunked. Yeah, that's exactly what Brad says, too. It makes sense. And also, the whole thing, we were talking about it earlier in the stream. Like the size 11, it was something with, God, what did Shenanigans say about it? Like, why would Malaya buy her daughter a size 11 when she wears like a 13? Why would you buy your child a smaller boot? It makes no sense. You buy your children a size up because their freaking feet grow like super fast. It just makes no freaking sense. That it was probably an old boot, and it was probably burnt. They were probably burnt in the freaking wood stove, in my opinion. I mean, that's his opinion that they wandered off. I mean, hey, I honestly don't feel like they were. I don't feel like they were. Yeah, that would hurt her feet so bad if she was walking in small ass shoes. Yeah, I agree. Yeah, they just don't disappear forever. I mean, could have somebody went and grabbed them? I don't know. Sometimes I think with Janie was freaking hollering all the time about him. Maybe one of her brothers came in. Who knows? That Lilly wore 12 to 13, but bought her 11. Exactly. There it is right there. Thank you. That's what it was. Who would do that? That makes no sense. That makes no sense. Unless the type of shoe that she bought her runs big, but I don't know. Talking about those rubber boots, I don't know. The rubber boots, mine are like normal size. They're plastic, like they stretch, right? It's not like putting on a high heel or something. They have to buy like 2 sizes larger, or in this case, smaller. It's just weird to me, guys. It's just weird. To say children just wandered off is not an opinion. It's a lack of opinion. Yeah. No, they were new boots. It says in the court doc. New boots. Then they were normal size. I think they will be when the cause of the fire is revealed, Kent. Yeah. And certainly wouldn't have walked 8 square miles. Yeah, exactly. Daphne, can you play the part where DT says there are cameras on the road? I don't think it's in this video, B. I think it's in another. Oh, God. My hands. I think it's in another video. I'm not sure. This one, I know it's not in this one. I'm pretty sure it's not. Let me see.
I get it, and I understand. I talked to Malaya's camp, asked them what. Now, I asked them, I was like, what else is there? Or the day that the.
Yeah, it's not in this one, B. I believe it's in one like right after the interview with Daniel. No, he's from here. He lives in Texas. DT does. And he's not a part. He just streams. RCMP confirmed. Yeah. Yes, I remember that. She confirmed the purchase. Absolutely. But the thing is, a lot of children, so that makes me wonder, was there a younger child out there wearing, but it could have been a boy too. It could have been a boy's shoe. Like, there's a lot of kids that wear the same kind of boots. Like, we were talking about that earlier. They wear the same type of muck boots and stuff. I don't know. And then he talks about how it was like wet on May 1st. You know, I don't know. Like, but it didn't rain heavy enough to wash away boot prints. It was planted, in my opinion. It was totally planted. Look here. Don't look over there, guys. Basically. You stepped away for supper. I'm about to step away for supper. I'm tired now. We've been here for, holy crap, 3 hours and 20 minutes. But I imagine I am the only one that has a camera facing the road because of people like Mackenzie and Martell. I don't know. Like, dude, I would have like a fucking dome over my house that recorded everything. I couldn't imagine. I'm so sorry. Seriously. I cannot imagine. Oh, thanks, Arcadian girl. Yeah, I was saying I can do ASMR. True crime. I have to do that. I think it's funny. Yeah. Or someone was lazy at Walmart and scanned another set in the wrong side. Oh, yeah. Or someone, puts the wrong size in the wrong box. But still, like, wouldn't you go back and, like, change the shoe if that's the case? Like, I don't know. Why let your child wear those shoes, right? I haven't ruled out anything, but I have probabilities based on what I know of care. Wondered off as a low probability. Yeah, that's the thing. That's what you got to do. You just got to write everything down and start like not removing, but just, well, I guess removing what doesn't make sense and what, you know what I mean? Remember Janie said on Facebook that she stopped and talked to the, yes, absolutely. And that's what I'm saying too. That it could have, I don't see how it'd be one freaking boot print though. You know what I mean? Several. Good. Yeah, you got to around there. I couldn't imagine. Yeah, because you're right next to freaking Wayne. God, man, what the fuck? That's too close for comfort, man. I'm sorry. I could not do it. I could not do it. My neglect and abuse worse than, it's just crazy. It's just absolutely crazy. Okay, Michelle. All right, guys, I'm going to get off here. I appreciate all of you for hanging out with me tonight. And I appreciate using DT's channel tonight to go over some things. I had to go over the one thing because of the using rugs to justify the ADHD or something, or vice versa. I can't even think. I've been on here too long. But yeah, lots of kids' shoes at Walmart are in boxes just attached by an elastic. Yes, absolutely, they are. They absolutely are. I will never buy shoes at Walmart anymore. They hurt my feet. Thank you, Shannon, Jennifer, all you guys, mods. Thank you so much for being here. Did you post a link in your chat? LOL. Which link are you talking about? Shan's link to her channel? Yeah, I'll post a link in my post if you guys want. Sizes are off and you get things. Yeah. DT believes Daniel. Yeah, thank you, Salty. You guys are great. Thank you. Oh no, I put his name up there and then I clicked on somebody else's name. Yeah, I will. Oh, thank you, Belinda. You were here. Thank you. Thank you so much. Do I sound good tonight, Belinda? I got a mic now. I'm glad it works. I'm glad the sound. I had to do a test recording before I went live to make sure that everybody can hear me. Thank you, Blue Jay. Thank you, everyone. You guys are great. Thank you so much. All right. Have a wonderful evening. And I will see you guys tomorrow afternoon because I am, thank you. We are celebrating Thanksgiving tomorrow. So yeah. So the mic. It's a heavy mic. So thanks, guys. Have a great night. You guys are amazing. Take care. Sweet dreams. Thank you. Thank you so much.